This is Wadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Wadu TV so nyinye yema nyina kwaba emfambra so na yantinsimu wo Kevin kache say wo election year na aka like yemfa say 40 days bi na ye kwa abato so na wo say enwuma efa abato ho NDC MPP PNC CPP NDP dependent candidates no ye de somo enu ntino ye bewre mo Kevin kache no unim o say MPP for epetetem na MPP for epetetem no ye Nana do dan kwai for the one Asante Bedie 2 Ofurata 3 Chese enye yizu wase sankrofo yi ache mafia se na de bi oka no wase mo petete keke ntino mo pushi ba omiya se ba omiya be president na gana fo ntoma ba omiya na ba be president no mo mabo no politi ba omiya asem no an allegation no dey now GhPage so asema be pim ha say yes GhPage asema be pim ha say GhPage mo hwe yi mo kwaji sika de fi MPP for ho na mo posting nyoma bia be bo mo na se mun nim na MPP for wini wan hwa bufu shiwa mna chede beba mo so no GhPage wase mo hwe yi pa mo hwe yi na wo ye no si hwa ensem bebre ena akoso chese Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumiaka se obabesi cassava factory the mama for ewo central town eno say onyamuna muka one day one factory one day one factory no afina what I promise cassava factory maso munya maso MPP for muntuntia na dai ne de muntuntia one James Jachekwesi enso edi nkomo ya MP no mafia no na still na en wini ya no asen not on so edi nkomo ntino yanko na yanko Kevin Taylor.
GhPage, I want to send this message to you. I know you are taking money. Me, my platform is bigger than your platform. I've spent more money than you when it comes to building a platform. My advice to you, gentlemen, and I say, you have to be very careful. Politics are very tricky. The things you put on your page, the malice behind it, bonnet, any sika makojia, why am I just saying good job? I'm spread false news because and not fake news because NPP for sika makojia. Very careful. Mubo careless. Some studio no, it will burn down. And I'm more careless. So you will not be safe. I'm on for any break. From 2012, nipa bi din, essay nipa din, eshere twa to nipa so, e ma manfo bi enya omu hudie. GhPage 4, I know there are some young people who work there, but made them a picture to her. You, the owner, and your brother or your friend, you should be very careful. Because when you get people angry, that thing you have built, it will be bent to the ground. Stay away from misinformation. John Mahama, and you're into the page, you know. And if you want to live in that country safely, na mo hotomo, na mo busia hotomo, mo yirenom mo mamo, because we can equally can put mo yirenom, mo maamenom, mo manmo picture on our platform and let people know where they live, what they do, and then we know what people can do to you people. With all due respect, GhPage, stay away from propaganda. John Mahama no hono, or you're bigger than mo. Sankamunya John Mahama mkromua. So, you people, I am sending a warning to you. The nonsense should stop today. And yes, sir, Ghana ne nyamude. And yes, sir, Samu production, it will come to a halt. Nobody will be safe in your studios. I am telling you, and read my lips to say I'm paying no free for suno. I am telling you on authority. I'm not going to go into details, but you know what I'm talking about. Stay away from John Mahama. He cannot even stand. They cannot stand John Mahama. You people are tiny fishes. Maintain your level. Munkodi a year announcement. Where could the way? Where a movie actor way? Sadia na moya adie. Intellectually, things to build this nation. I'm sending a warning to you guys. It's a warning. If you don't want to feel uncomfortable, keep on doing what you're doing. But me catch them. You people should take John Mahama out of your captions. Take John Dramani Mahama and the NDC out of your captions. Because more now more GH1, if I decide to do your stories, more girlfriends cry money on doesn't you will not even sleep with them again. It may catch them way just a friendly advice. All right. Now, Mr. Afote Agbo, I am telling you, you need to release Yaro. Afote Agbo, on a share a year Vanda Monkora Nichia, Sa a year land guards no more Katamanso, any Amamfruno. This man called Afote Agbo, or no, and a year Sa Jumadino. All the killings and shootings now, Muhunu Hono, he knows something about it. A gentleman called Yaro, a Afote Agbo, Akora. Afote Agbo, also all your hinia do the right thing. You need to produce Yaro. We know Yaro or Kaswa. When I was smart Yaro, Emma Yaro, Eko Chucha Obiba, and that person, I know him very well. Afote Agbo, I have spoken to you on phone. My catcher say every single day, I will let the world know the kind of person you are. Yaro na was smart, no? Those land guards, no, I am getting all their names and where they live. Maybe I publish in and when I will show much Emma did your bonina mudino, a manfro, and a Katamansu area on a wo and a wo, Eddie Sika, any weapons, Emma land guard, Eddie Sansem Huno. Mr. Afote Agbo. This young man, the Dean Eddie Yaro, produce Yaro. Go and bring Yaro, because when I catch a Yaro, so Onkosha Kaswa. And that is something you have been doing for a long time. So also your hine, that's all your respect. In fact, every single day I will let the world and Ghana know, say you are a man who basically sponsors a land guard to torment Ghanaians. You don't deserve to be a chief. This man called Yaro, Wakora, I don't know, Afote Agbo, bring that guy out. Let the police send the boy to the police. He needs to be prosecuted. He needs to go to jail. You sent him. Right. Now, Nana Danko Ekufuado, they said he was a lawyer. And my man can't Ghana for Ekufuado was never a lawyer. Alado Doni Wakova Bolabe, the city tiso, baby lawyer. Hey, Nana no. Nana coconut oil. Wakova Bolabe, the city tiso, baby oil, baby lawyer. Baby lawyer no Ekufuado kanu kure wasasi wesu Ekufuado sankwasi afo we na kuku Ekufuado de breye and the Congress Japan say gina ho edi baomia gise ode baomia breye ade be choba ka jese baomia no ton pan no Zimbabwe baomia without being petty he was a bread seller in Zimbabwe yet ha and Congress Japan asabe ka kire kwasi ya ujisi ejimi Congress Japan ka say Ekufuado a lawyer. You go to for a certificate, also the lawyer's law certificate. Bia. So I was paying you said the Baumia, say Yantuma Baumia, Adia Betchi, or Bessa Betraho. Baumia Mahamudu is a bread seller. I don't want to be petty about it. Aqua way on your name, the young one or Tom Cobne Japan. Cobne Japan. On work of a career day picture, I'm the betcha say Kufuad, when and a Kukubako, a Yusu, Edward Peace FM. So first, no. In comfort radio swa me hu omonimo first no utwiti obi voice o radio say hey we do a nice guy o uko hu ne ma say sure say first now mo ka so radio so ayenti social media na aba na nde kwamna dan kan kwase ka say san kwase afo alote first yo mo ka so radio so enim omodim den hu omonim da intanopa no omo kan kwamna dan kan eye de alote no mo tete omonim kan ne aso tifti hey we the honorable man o Nancy social media ba ye hu sankofo no me say na sankofo mo nyanipa we jibi fo we na you still Ghana ne ya adwiri mu no we have pictured them to be like some honorable intelligent very like you see what I mean in conphobia omo like presentable baby lawyer we also ejako kwasi ampenyi kotro mu wi fofre some ye attack mochirman na de na de mo nya baby lawyer na me say Ekufuado be the president kan be movie kuma wudufo ni bi Ejako kwasi ampe no because en ka ba chiro movie na nka wa chiro baby lawyer Ekufuado free SHS moa. All right, first no ye Saturday social media no obi anko Facebook live obi an stream hwe de ni man say asori no pa na be radio na nkofo wait so na ya adwunum ya picture omo we mu de some honorable people na do tin some am etitifo na nsia social media by we say sana yedi nkwasi asam nkwasiafo mu hu fi we ne asori no pa na eti omo yeti omo say we mu de omo nim nyansa omo anjibi dware kro mu dware bi alote kwa me na dankan den akwa convinceni say boy say mo fi ene de ehu obi enim ende yehu obi enim nti on say ende omo ntumi hunahuna mo for say na first to us we mu de odi nkan ena de omo a boy ya de hu futuri akwa boy ya akwa ware criminal software bay ne baya wako software. A friend is saying, boy, your sports, yeah. Wako wari girl, you also and wire software girl, and you could be chin is on the bema that them, yeah. Boy, you wako wari girl in Ansian, the wedding pictures, who said engagement pictures going to my family trouble. Boy, your friend Dankwekuya boy, I Dankwekuya wako wari sa a MPP ni papa Kromfoya or send or a soft for MPP for Kofo Ghana at 50 cars, no. You because she the fee, no use a BMW, a Lexus, oh. Papa girl, the Papa Ndini saying, your friend is saying. Akwei papa Kromfo ya owo Kumasi osi we bia sorry dan kweku ya bo akọ ne be ni be ya akọ ware ye ani kuru be chi no mpemu ya o se no ye sofu girl ya omo ye wedding continue find the pictures into social media dan kweku ya bo amu yi SK Boafo Kromfo o repu ma wa sorry SK Boafo ne baba akọ ne kufu ado aye ne judge nansen ne ba Kromfo ba akọ ne kufu ado aye ne judge nansen e de nkwasesem ne koso so SK Boafo ba na nse judge Ekufu the pass me ne baba akuom sa ne ba ne kra korepi obi wa SK Sapon ne Boafo na sore dem SK Boafo ne baba ya oye judge onye king girl ya orepu no asore dem we munyina ne nam Ghana disturb nipa dan kweku ya bo akoware old cargo dan kweku ya bo obi asem obeka ontumi fa na yere wedding engagement into video social media otwe ne TV so yetitifie we mu de onim nyanson dan kweku yebu apeyin toto wo yakọ 80 years we nyini adwini ntumi pomfufu na bodwe ase waye kwale ase kora ma minya mi show na mko be ni mu hwa akọ SK Boafo ewi bia ne nse sofo Kromfo akwati asore de repu mbawum ewi SK Boafo obi a oyi ko 4 time Ghana 50 cars one wi aba kwa nkosha garage be 4 years no twi da ewi we so ati asore ne atete Ghana so nkwasi asem we so masori abetina ase koto ababa omi aka mi odwan kokotia baby ase onyaye seke ese onyaye emi kokodia etia kwasiafo na we ne yefan koto abama mo hu fin mo campaign song ni we nti ne ndi mo koto abama mo no obi campaign song obi campaign song ba omi campaign song ni o na nkwasiafo ti Ghana say ai ye muntu abama me mo first year de ma me onkwasi campaign song na me first year ma o onyaye seke onyaye mi na me fa ba omi onyaye seke ba wi seke enya seke ni woye onyaye emi bere koko dia baby o me fa ye fa to me ma nkwasi anwu na orobedi o de ba bedi president. Alright, mummy and now yada wujina Mahamudu Baomia so Baomia adapted strategy bia I was say a killer strategy no only campaign message John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for akachre Ghana for and the Baomia nenam and okekan senkwasi asem say we will establish a cassava processing factory in Central Tongu and apart from that no osanam say omo ba bebie eye farmer service center Baomia boa yatena fie ha akachre Ghana for say John Dramani Mahama Farmer Resource Center no ewo ho and Baomia nenam and also ono so be bi me catch them say MPP they've never had a message. Oh, do I forget the story? Mr. P wemo o lightweight Mr. P when we do we goose you forget wemo what would they say no more Mr. P forget them when we do no more forget them for the way for the way omo bodam yeah John Dramani Mahama any NDC for Aka Farmer Resource Center and then na honorable Jachi Question Eka Hwasem and the whole Ghana obi enim say John Mahama any Professor Nano Poko Ajiman Aka ema ye nyina beto etim and the Baomia nam ono say obeye bi and then the omo change it in Messiah get me the real name Baomia is using na yan ma Ghana for say Baomia wa bodam munti makachira mo say nkofo omo ni message omo gi say mo jibi Farmer Resource Center and eno akogina ho oso omo de ne from Agric Mechanization Center onim nyansa Mahamud Baomia oni nyansa bi edibu mayo me say NPP ati party no asem bi NPP akabia omo say policy NDC dia on say nde onenam ade we ye kan ho asem Jo Mahama kan ho asem yakọ 3 years and Baomia akogina tongu Okovo water regicas or no baby a Agric Mechanization Center. John Mahama ni NDC din kanka so be Farmer Resource Center enyende. Nanko ni mnyansa kade nanko call eye baby okọ wa hunamem no. One chiro one district one factory ho. So ka so see one district one factory. One constituency one dam no. Omo 1 million way. Jimmy we asa be gino mo nim say ai. They see the John Mahama so be Farmer Resource Center into no ba be Agric Mechanization Center. Inti ye Jimmy nti ni ye nyina asore say kwoto ama Baomia. Baomia message when for 8 years in Kofu Altina power, Baomia has not been able to go to any constituency, any district to point to one factory. On Tumin to Kwanko Babian pointed to one factory. That alone, me who say on Hinibia Jerry Maka say Mr. Baomia, your factory no way because Okase one district, one factory. And there were quite district and constituencies around the nation. On to me, I'm pointing to Monkako and Unamemuno. Nankwakacham say every district be a factory, 8 years, unto one factory. Uru Jimmy Jina Unamem say, oh, Baba copy John Mahama. This is what we talk about. The NPP as a political party from day one, they have never had the intelligence to craft any genuine idea. Everything the NPP talks about, a original idea NDC person no say no. And that is what they are doing today. Baomia today cannot tell you what he wants to do. Oh, sorry, it is possible. It is possible. Then I person, it is possible. It is possible. And it's crow. It is possible. Yemfan tonte. It is possible. Yemfan yashi. Only message. Only idea be how to govern. Now, Junior say, Ekufu adu keke bi diye. Ene ye Jimmy nti ye tuma nti ono so keke bi dia. Ye Jimmy ye beto ama no. Or ye cut and paste campaign. Or ye cut and paste campaign. Last me catch MPP for me say Lordina Mahama, ex-president Mahama Yere. The NPP as a political party from Kufuor time. Ebesi Kufuor ne Baomia time. Hospitals amami we see NPP into me CB. You people cannot challenge Lordina Mahama's achievement. You want to contest the NDC. Mwejimi. Today as we speak, Lordina Mahama has 2 hospitals in her name and the emba urem ekwaji awo ema omo form ba ewunipa kwasiafo yanana bafo akoto editing is bottom £700 at a party. From time at a party based in there, Munsi one regional hospital. Ejimi for yen santam power mamo. You cannot even compete Lordina Mahama the achievement as an individual, as a wife to a former president. Now kwasiafo you want to contest a whole National Democratic Congress party. Mwejimi, you people don't have what it takes to lead. It's before you people talk about development, before Baomia talks about development, before MPP talks about development, before even MPP thinking of contesting NDC when it comes to infrastructure, they should first go and contest Lordina Mahama's achievement. Lordina Mahama enquire, the foundation enquire, the whole MPP Ekufuado Baomia regime, they cannot compete because Lordina Mahama is hospital manipa urem akwaja yarsa ama wawo afa no afa de ba ejimi fo muntumi si one hospital ama Ghana ni urem nkwaja yarsa munye ndwan and we should carry the country and give to you twerps. People are idiots. Into me and this crowd, I wouldn't even entertain the MPP on any level of to communicate or to argue, because the NPP is not a political party; it's a cluster of foolish tribal bigots who are greedy and disrespectful and think every Ghanaian is stupid, so they can capitalize on the ignorance of Nibaka Krebi to foolishly fool themselves every 4 years, and that is what they have started doing. Every 4 years, Biano no mu Jimmy omo because Oma Junior mu say Ghana for Jimmy. The NPP should first contest or compete or try and challenge or try and contest Lordina Mahama's achievement first. So I'm to me beat Lordina Mahama wia. No maba abebusa John Mahama because John Mahama dia waye no ekire nyame. John Mahama any NDC dia omaye no ekire nyame. Into more MPP for mo level any dia monko form na mon try and compete an individual the NPP governments. Menka say government too. The NPP government from Kufuor to Ekufuado to Bawumia munyina muntumi si hospital Lordina Mahama Nkwesi about 3 hospitals are in Bakwaji Awo na mumu yenyan. Why should we entertain you people? My beautiful Rebecca onene mba ebe boy krono. My beautiful Rebecca debi wakane ni mesi onene mba etna dem echikalewole e plane se omo be wiye sika in the name of NGO. My beautiful Rebecca onkasa onsre. Why is it tiger and a debia or ninam nipenim? Or sorry, and a mabo confirm not chabesi maternity maternity ward no. My beautiful Rebecca, what can you see or change Delilah on the Obana, none of him born. I dare the new crew be the president. My beautiful Rebecca and nema etna dem Auntie Rebecca. E bopo, e chikelewole, e popcorn guso, e kika mo na to so kase ye be wia Ghana for. My beautiful Rebecca da one nam Ghana kan enum asi adentra one na muna otumi muna chensuo otumi muna asi atase no one de bibia bon no wentumi ansi yetete ya mama yenkasa why no wonsa tete tiger one de oben na wemuna my beautiful Rebecca oben na wemuna obi anyane one ne mba na committee abom no mo be wiaye Lordina Mahama mo MPP for go and contest Lordina Mahama nko achievement. My beautiful Rebecca we muna chese onko comedy show kura onsre chese nipa baako yenim de ope wo so usi so typewriter was de ende na we click yesi bank bi na obot ta on sheda nya dwuma bia wonu nuanom UK na mokoye yesi mokoye dwuma fast food joint mu hu obi akakra wonu mu na mu di nechi mo sheda ni track record papa bia didim na akonya amotie ena ono so didim ade be di president ti wanim na oya nipa ye fa onya advert ye ntumi fa onya advert mpo ema party sere kakra ne fa onya Ghana card advert but Lordina Rebecca Auntie Rebe sere kakra ne fa onya Ghana card advert na da bia him na da bia better the advert eni ti MPP for bre ye ntumi fa ompo onya advert Lordina Mahama so ntumi ne advert no sere ne fa onya advert na Michael Power nya wo be yusu Auntie Becky nipa ba ko di jollof a won sere wankasa unum pito a won sere nipa ba ko wi asoko a won sere udi salad a won sere nipa ba ko udi bangu a won sere yesi ade na wo pe yemfufu to na yemfa esuru wi santua mu ma wa na asa den na be ma wani age sika wo ni ukunu awie sere kakra ne ko nanim ase kora na de titi mutuo no onso ko mutuo jointa onso mutuo na nkasa ho omo wo kora kituo bi na o check mu nanim sa mutuo kora Jimmy Auntie Rebecca be si de yin eni ti de nyina so nto aba ma o dwan nanim kitikiti nanim abuagu ma asa mutuo kora unim kora no ukoto mutuo mo ntandi mutuo mo nim mutuo joint mutuo na nkasa wo ho ya wo kora kituo bi ne ene de ti mutuo ba ko bia 1 cedi ene kora sia ba ko 8 cedis ya ti ba ko se ene atum ene na fa de mutuo kora nanim tantantanta se mutuo kora we ti de ngoto aba ma Auntie Rebecca be si de yin ene na national achievement o dwan won yetena Ghana ni asoso Jimmy for so yese omu ye mpanifo we ni panyini ne de yin yetua ne ka for 8 years osori apetehie wo kumase nyina wonim the sia sekankankan kwase akeka didi ntafo atam ono so nya nipa bia o tam ni so na wo hye na atade papa enkono e kire ekobon ho ye operation apia paase atwitwa ho ema ne trials ne be say ansa na de ahye no na oti TV so kekan kwase asam gina wo se Auntie Rebecca eni ti na Ghana nyina meto abama wo when nim tantan se mutuo kura uni mutuo kura kitikiti bi small one bi mo amuntanto teaser some munim ye ne boase teaser be bia na me di me teaser no ma me kyerem kona be bia na me kyerem amanfo OG ombe hu be bia na me to me teaser boase teaser na me ye correct me na me to me time na e wona nkwase boase na nkwase in between nankwase no any shops na ewo kwan no because me shop no ewo eye de shops akese no sa shops bi na eye opposite akese no nachi nankwase between nankwase and small shops no na mutuo bi hye ho eye TZ bi hye ho no na me favorite wo nim de ekọ Oh, when nim say mutio kura jina anti Rebecca and drone and Elman Pong and special regional specific. One no sata. Moment you now MPP for a ya DB, omu jami rough, omu nyami dia, bo nyamu kume no mabre be di autocrat yakonyum. Now, Baumia any MPP for EDBB 2-3. And there Yakotia say Baumia say you will hear by midnight of 7th December that the NPP has won this election. Now MPP for Mamenka Bibincho, they know for a fact that Baumia will lose the elections. Now, almost started a critique Bibidia 2-3. On San and check 2 or 3 days ago that Baumia Bekachiremo say NPP will win majority in parliament. They want to start creating that thing in your head. Now, what they want to do is say, on election day, they are going to restrict every media house from putting out any result. But this is what they will do. They want to use parliament to do what? To force Ghanaians to believe that Baumia has won the elections. That is why Baumia Dinka recently said, oh, NPP today say to Aba, they will win majority in parliament. The reason is that on election day, no, they will come out with a figure, but they will not come out with specifics. See, on election day, NPP 4, through the help of J. Mensano, Ombekachrom say they should go out with a number. But some number, almost say, oh, so far, after the results, Muno, yenya 47%, we are close in winning because per our tabulation of members of parliament, you win elections. No? That is what they want to do. Because they know emphatically about me to beat John Mahama. No? Right now, what they want to do is say they want to go through the back door. It is a NPP4 statement, Bibra. Also, oh, NDC4, Alban Bagbin, EPSE, NDC taking over parliament. And no, they want to create an impression of Timu say, we need parliament. Inti Baumia Dinkan by Ebekachirem say, NPP see a to abanda, Amube Winnie, and I did Wasabakachem. Oh, on the 7th of December, no, by midnight, no, we need elections. So Nina say, on election day, be very vigilant. What they are going to do is say, MPP will come out at a press conference, they will throw a figure out. And that figure they will throw out, no, they will give it to their media houses to rally around those figures. So what will happen is say, the media houses will say, oh, we have not been told to declare results, but then we have a number that the NPP has put out, we believe we can work with. So Oba will say, all media houses will be rallying around that number. To be more specific, say, this is what we got, this is what we got. But they're going to give you ranges. And that thing now, almost person creating pressure, so we need parliament, we need that will propel Baumia because Omeka say, oh, now see a winning parliament and a winning presidency. That's what they want to do. And then Mahmoud Baumia start take us and say, oh, see a to abanda kra, obey winning parliament, and to abanda by 12 midnight do a winning. They want to cook. They want to start preparing your mind for the rigging. Mahamudu Baumia and the Jubilee House, on my survey, Baumia did not cross 35%. They know it is there. They have done their own survey. Mahamudu Baumia, presidential, he did not cross 35%. So what's the NPP for? They have given up on Baumia and they are pumping money in the constituencies because Omogen say, there's no way Mahamudu Baumia can beat John Mahama. They know. They have done about 22 surveys. They know. It was between 35% and 44%. Baumia to man cross 40%. Mahamudu Baumia could not cross it. Until right now, no, what they want to do is say they are going to start throwing things out to tell you, so, oh, parliamentary, because Baumia is off. And into that one will be a Baumia on the campaign. So West Tadia, Baumia does not even care about Ashanti region because Onimse Onyasa support no. Into West Tadia, Oma abandon Ashanti region. They don't even care about Ashanti region again because number no more penal. Omoya will serve continuously. Almost Alankoyo Chamantin is even stronger in the Ashanti region. Into Oma abandon Ashanti region, and what they are doing is they are now leaving Baumia on his own. And the respective MPs, no, de co-constituencies, oh, a quite be one of faso, into almost person with the MP, the Anishamu Kong. Now, Omode and no Ekas Baumia Rini. Mahamudu Baumia knows he cannot. And the Jubilee House know, Omonim de King. The Jubilee House, no, omunim dia mike, omunim say, omo survey. Me, I'm in there. I know what they do. The latest survey they did, Bawumia did not cross 44%. They know. It is there. They know. Bawumia didn't cross 44%. The highest they got for Bawumia nationwide was 39. 39. And international who study Bawumia campaign now, they have ignored the campaign. On say MPs now, they have abandoned Bawumia's campaign because they know he cannot beat Mahama. In Tekufuwa and Jubilee House, no, the James Akacho say they should try and create that impression, say they are winning parliament. And in Afenyo Markins, they are so eager to hold on to that parliament into election 2024, say majority. Because the moment they lose that majority, the parliament is gone already. They know Parliament too is gone, but they want to create that impression. Say we went into the elections as majority, so how can you beat us? And they are insulting Alban Bagbin. But some person plan to be a tier, she be a plan tier. You see, on say Bawumia make a statement now, and NCC for Babontene. Almost say NCCE warns of rising voter willingness to engage in violence ahead of December 7 elections. Into yes, NCC, this lady. Ojina TV so tama MPP opposition ADD John Mahama na yiratem sama me. And the NCC now for the past 8 years in Kwasiafo they've done no job. Suddenly NCC so my research no be hu ye. Oh my investigations be hu say Ghana phobia your say election de obekun tokwanti okoto aba akofie aboa. What would the ombesa omo ye? Into NCC we no they are working with Mahamudu Bawumia's campaign. And interna sa NCC in Kwasia NCC we are working to workers kano. They are telling you say okoto aba akofie jaba no ho na Bawumia ne the police for ni bia akromfo no ene soldier for akromfo na omo ye galamsey for no embebu botuo no omo kasa omo wini. And interna they be a catch Ghana for say the elections no enye just voting no, it is voting, waiting, counting, hearing declaration, taking picture, confirming before you go home. Nyoma bebre. The day you go to vote, you vote, you wait, you count, you wait for declaration, you take picture of the declaration, and then you reconfirm before you go home. You just don't go there and vote. At least every polling station, we should have close to 500 people monitoring the elections. At least every polling station. Ukoto aba a Saturday, but guess mo amukotwa game. Mutwa mu game wi a mo fa mo phones ne mbra mbehwe game no ho. Mo amukotwa soccer bet, Mahama ba betwa soccer bet e tax na da so no. Ukotwa soccer bet around 12. Uko brabet na police station. Your phone day you can monitor the games. Mo monitor election no till say you be kan e declare no watch picture of the declaration form. Mema obi ankofie NCC we omo boa MPP na catch so mon kan chem so ma mon ko na ntokwa besi why na we ko ntokwa ye koto abeyi president ya denti na ko ntokwa ye nyina ye ko with one idea say ye koto Mahama enti metoma Mahama na otoma Mahama adenti ne ye ko ye ne etoma Mahama ne ye twen ma yakan Mahama abado ye ne etoma MP no ye twen ma yakan MP abana enti ye koto abana oto abana na watwen o twen ma ye wie na yakan na watwen ya kan wi a na wa den wa make sure say ya bobo aba no na wa twen ya bobo aba no wi a na sa sheet no EC official na declare aba na wi na o mo ka che say ne ya jatu no wa yi phone no wa twa sa paper no picture e o say EC official no ho no o de sa paper no taradan no ho e wo ho sa paper na results no wo so no e o say mo nyina mo make sure say EC official na wa sign NDC ni na sign, MPP ni na sign, obia oya party agent assign we no, sa krata no, baby eto aba na yemfa ntare dan no ho, na ye nyina ngina ho ntwa picture, na ye nya video, na yemfa nto ho, memma obia nko fie. Eno na NCC for person mo ka kire mo bo person mo wiem. Mo NCC for nkwasea for you a wing of the NPP. Sama mi we, odidi John Mahama tema 2014, 15, 16, sama mi we. Kwasia diam hyehyɛ no wadi sika NCC a osan ka omo bode wuro e ma Ghana fo hu sɛ ne ombeto aba sɛ ne yeto aba yie no kwasia ba onye sɛ adwuma no ot party head of quarters e na ono ka kyerɛ sɛ wayɛ research na research no de ono ehunu ne sɛ ye ne Ghana fo yekoto aba ye be kontokwa aboa wona be kyerɛ de enye Ghana ni be na yekontokwa wo hu sɛ Ghana ni bi akontokwa enti Ghana fo a mo hwɛ me especially the young people mo pese betting tax no mahama ba no be yi free ho e very important. So one jina wan kan aba na verify a enkofo no be wiem oto aba e Saturday obia betuma hwe game no on the phone so tina police station when monitor game no sa 7 December game no wia the next game no ye yi edien e betting tax dey free ho inti sacrifice for the game. So what you say betting game bet mo amutwa bet no after that 7 December no the next 7 December and the next one betting tax the be ye free ho John Mahama winia but so one monitor aba na John Mahama winia betting tax ni yenyi inti Saturday morning utwa game na with the phone no on the boys mako pe bench na matwen wo polling station ho na mo the monitor mo games no laptop and the MiFi or Wi-Fi account na matena bench so na mo monitor game no na efe mo make sure say ye betena ho ma obi awie ya to aba awie na ye dem mo nyina mo kan wie a na den eye EC official no we declare wabobo aba no obobo aba ni wie na NDC MPP ni info no omo so assign ye wie yo sa EC official no so ode eye the paper na wa declare results was etare dan no ho e wo ho na mama ne fa nko fa ntare ho na obi anyi ni phone na ontwa na on keep your archives mu mo a wo say mo ya video no mo record EC official na nim na mo record paper mo fa video no to no so all pasting nyina mo record say all the tare dan no ho mo twa ne din tare ne boso mo twa ne picture mo magana nyina say bibia mu da ho krogin ye wie a ne ya hye nkonwa ne nyina wie a ya hye nkonwa no a ye prapra ho wie still amen ko fie o ye prapra ho wie ye yi bola ne nyina wie ye doom light no na nkora de nyina hu bebia obi a chale wo ansa na yakofie saa time no na apon sa de ne nyansi amen ko o mawiem boys no so ebi pese o mu change shifter mo a mo be content mo be kwa na ma frɛ other guys say mo mra na yeso ye kwa ko change aba ebi obeso ko check girl bi ba ebi awu obu aba nti also make sure answer na okono obi replace you a shift system 24-hour economy voting no when you friend 24-hour economy voting okwa na so okwa obi mesha wanan so wo do plastic chair kwa na okwa obi mesha wanan nti men kokwa men just space into wo obekwa na ofro nwa kede so o mesha wanan na oba o check girl bi aba oba na obe replace no 24-hour economy monitoring system no and make akire no eno na wo say si obebia in Ghana mo koso na mo betuma aboabo mo no energy drink bi a ai dia no odin so kakra chese yemwa intima mo ntie ma me we wagimi oye kromfo onim nyansa oye wi we wie sika nti osuro say MPP be free power mo obi antie no oye wi mo chide bebia mo nka nyansa wabodam nenim se toa Sata no ntumi nso pony kura no ntumi nso bi nenim hoa te se hohorosapo and ono be ka che se ono akwa research nti ye to aba na ye nkofie na ne kunu ne da wi a no ono be kire de owini ya abo toriwa na occupy Ghana oni esankoma mo and ya man position odwan ye jiminti na wo na obetu yefo na o research na ye na wai okotina NCC adwuma be na wai na wo ho wenim se bo wenim din se kako wabegina ka che say mo hear the tweet. These are her tweets when John Mahama was in power. We mo go see echi won ye bo mo we mo nya nipa o these are some of her tweets. The tweets ni bi nie attempting to destroy all institutions including the Supreme Court and National Day of Shame. Mahama must go. Ohwene se epono abuofunu oti NCC be ka che say wo akwa research nti and the work where research into yen nyina yen to aba yen kofie ohwene se bo wasi aba wo ankanya politics na tan anka wo benya position we. This is another tweet from her we mo munya nipo esankoma mo group we gibi for. This is another tweet. President John Mahama, your legacy is at stake. Do the right thing, concede and bring tension down. Ebe wano sa tabono. So these are the people we sit in Ghana and say, oh, what did you do at them? You see what they do? When it is in their favor, they have a way of trying to make it look like say Jimmy. Today, these tweets we're deleting in we're deleting tweets where na hwene se fomfom and ono ka kire say on the NCC boss because Ekufu the debesho wonti ye koto aba ye to wi a ye nkofie every say odene kwase na han ma ye research kyerɛ sɛ nkɔfoɔ bi bɛko nti ma me engina police station hey wo ɔsɛ de uti hwe dan mu wano sɛ ebei wano rough sɛ ebei wano sɛ ebei abegyina sɛ we should go and vote and go home hey munim de ebesi 7 December aka wo de anka wagya nkwase akeka no NCC 2020 to 2024 2017 to 2024 edi adwuma na mayo Ghana 90% of Ghanaians in Ponim say NCC wo ho and there as we speak your workers are on strike who fin the dirty people very dirty people wa no se tabono abegyina say ye to aba ye nkofie mo bia nkofie we all have to stay monitor make sure the electoral commission officers no declare ema ye nyina yate no mo de paper na tare dan no ho ye the sellotape obi amfa black sellotape papa mo am glue no mo fa nko ne amfa tare dan no ho so mo welders wo ha omonye dade amfa no mo fa glass nhya ho obodam mo yen say mo benya say last ni biem. Let's move forward. We nim den say tabono. Now look at this. Omega enyumbre Kevin Taylor. You see, I told you people say there's a story I need to do. And that story is got to do with ECG. The former ECG boss, Dubik Mahama. He's a criminal. And I've heard him ranting and moving around and telling people, say, Kevin Taylor has nothing on me. There's no way he can track it. Dubik Mahama or Yewi, no matter what, he'll go to jail. Yeah? 14 CSOs sue ECG and Fidelity Bank for procurement abuses. And you see CSOs 14 sue ECG because some procurement abuses be a cause. So Mameka be benchro. Dubik Mahama, this guy. This particular guy, Sir Asama Esu ECG, no, he's the one who caused the problem. Sir CSOs we are omudi ECG echo court because of procurement breaches, no. Dubik Mahama, Sir chain smoker, Jimmy we. This criminal, he is the one under his watch. On say also resigning. Mameka be benchro. Let me tell you something. Sakwa with the day he said he had resigned, you can't just on resign. Not our US, not on any friends at charter flights, our US Edimbachi. I'm telling you, this guy. I'm going to come show you the baby mama a danya kwa we are tama or buy no. And the cars, car be a we are be. Every car be a war a we are a year expensive. This fool or can be. But my mention, sir procurement breaches here is you a year ECG no. This boy. Mamen Kanchero, Kanofuriata, any Kalija Kajepo. This boy na oye a non-executive member our ECG board nusu. And na Kanofuriata, any Kalikajepo, a tamono a substantive director of ECG. Now, today I don't want to go deep. Also, Fidelity Bank Diwaha. Also, my boy Haptel Achiramo, the guy who's also in charge of Haptel. This guy, Dubik Mahama, time obey MD of ECG. There were 3 things he did. First, Obeto app, na eye jumama ECG, a collection platform. Obaye app na eye existing eye juma. Or say obe create a new app that cost him $25 million. This fool. And into the kufuado na opeso jailing no because sika boy we no ba kumpa anko Jubilee House. Because he was working directly under the instructions of Kenofuriata and Kelly Kajepo. So now on no page la betika chenko for say nobody can do him anything because it was Kenofuriata who placed him there. Into Oba office, no. Mibusa eya just Dubik Mahama. That app now also create $25 million, no. I'll be asking him some questions on that app. Obeto existing app, right? And an existing app na a payment platform no or say we guno and a new app aba or say sa app no it cost the taxpayer $25 million. This guy pasiawi obaye and strategically or close down procurement office of the ECG into steady or create or closing in order ka a estate to sedia home. And what he did was he didn't want any procurement So what he did was he wanted to take out that procurement process, and not everything there he was the one dictating. And until at the point he was the PRO, he was the MD, he was the public relations. Or no, because he had cut out Dubik Mahama. I'll bring him down when you go to jail. The kind of thing that will land you in jail. And you put a wash it. The CSOs. There's a payment platform. A honor haptal guy in area Ghana Sikenya. They build a platform. So our platform of building, Haptel, any Fidelity, and MTN. Into Musikana, na app also created $25 million. No, now say ECG here sika, ECG sikana eya ECG diana el Haptel ho, and a Haptel so omo bankers eya Fidelity. Into inkofono use ECG sikano Haptel and Fidelity the business. I'm not going to give you much. This guy, so what you are seeing, this procurement breaches, it was under the tenure of this guy. And then they could for the person because they know the kind of harm this guy has done. The year could for the Yakran says Sikabo Riano or the Toto Diamond Ma. They didn't also resign not to private jet to move US. This guy. Okay. I want to do a whole job on him, Me the baby mama ne beba. Me the dino toy ne beba. Me the paperwork beba. Me the on the Haptel guy documentations. How they were able to move the monies around. Sikana to meet now their business. ECG here sika chow pay Haptel chow. This guy. Forget that. So I just want to tell the CSOs now omoko court and say the problem no Dubik Mahamani created to her. Is that him? Who am I talking to? Mr. S, who is this guy? Get me his name. Mr. P. Mr. P, the last video you are talking about, who is this guy? You get what I mean? In the sad Dubik Mahamano, or you criminal. Me say no ko Jubilee House, ku for the person be uno, person chinishem. I can for real tani Kelly Kajepo. But I have some documents I want to show to you people. You see, this boy, Oye very stupid. The reason why Oye stupid is that Nigerian said he's so protected. He was able to clean his ass. Into nobody can find the mess he's caused, and he will evade. He will never enter jail. I am telling him today. The Amakacha Mondeno, I'm going to come deal with it with documentations. Make sure paper trail no. Haptel no eba umiadia. The boys on Haptel, Omni Dubik and a cracky deals no. Dubik, he was working under Oforiata and a Kajipo. Omonom Nikosi, ECG. Mumbusan say, sa app now created 25 million. App ben the way we are here, you created $25 million. Ask him. Asia. O unum jod sa bua ujimi ho. We go catch there. Now, there's something we need to also discuss. Okay, 6:55. That is 11:55. 10:55. We are good. Do we need it now, Mr. S, Mr. P? Do we need it today or tomorrow? I can see you sending me the information. No, the big Muhammad, they also have drugs in or your cocaine in here. Say Gabi Moon on your moye. Or sniff cocaine in here. Do big Muhammad. He does drugs, he does cocaine. This chain smoker, me see. I'll come show you people videos of this fool. He does cocaine. Do big Muhammad, this guy. Cocaine in our he sniffs cocaine. Wait, cocaine in our yebi. On numko hard drugs. Heroin, this guy. Heroin in our numbi. Kwasia the day also a resign not to private jet in USA. Or to me, ban my rent to private jet on the boys. Kwasia boy we. Where and who fee we? Me say the job I'm coming to do on this boy. Now when you're politics, Kwasia, you think you can just destroy this nation and walk freely. Ubako So dance box so omo get box no me say cocaine nyina onum bi wey I know Jin say the I know back Romania hwe nam say you are a lightweight napo akokasa. And you see I keep telling you people say I keep telling you guys to say yeah napo I think say John Kuma wo na owu ye no onim hu bi and sa ewo no ama napo abodam. And the reason why I make us say so wotie napo ano kasa ene nyoma bi ene ne ye bi a e ma who clearly say John Kuma wo no I say from what chairman wontumi TV for kan ye de sibia omo kire say wontumi nim hu bi ne ade no na say wonu say napo John Kuma wo no eno na sibio abesi ne so a ama okasa obitumi busa won say na brantie we na adwene mo bibi ha na say bibi ha no. Because since John Kuma wuye no Napo has never been okay. Menka say Napo ne ku John Kuma, but me say since John Kuma wuye no, from there John Kuma wuye no, Napo has not been normal. I just say samai dinechi. I say okasa, I say akom esi so. Odidia ne hontene no. Ogina wa onjina ne ye kire say I say onyawuo bi obewu. I say bibi obeye bia Jimmy tarem ho. Odwene ho a wonti ase I say John Kuma wuo no. Say day now owuye no Napo from the day John Kuma ewuye Napo has never been okay. Inti eno no sometimes no utimi busa won say ope power ope so obedi to me kasa na nipa hu say wonim nyansa na ope to me a ana wonya to me na odi beye bibi a sebio e de emfaso beba because wano kasa ene be kire nyansa da wotrim. Now Napo say nurse for a sebio eye omoba power 2017 time na omo opposition e ka kire nurse for a no mo school say omoba alawa omuntwem every month bia omode omalawa be ma omo no. And then apogina nurse for any ka kire omo so na say alawa ne yentia kra time na John Mahama ono otwemu akwa no wagimi asema na po bia na no aka kire and then kwara na omo school na omo hye omo boss omo ba busumi bia no omo betua eye alawa momo no. For the past 8 years no alawa ne ma na wenya opportunity aka 47 days me akoto aba ka bibi kire nurse for no na omo se wonim nyansa na sebi odi esi no ebia enye boapayo ana enye deliberate no. Napo has gathered the courage me see from the day John Kuma wu and Napo boardam. And the journalists for any catch them so now say NDC was no ye twa alawom. And let me set the record straight. The NDC government never cancelled alawa. John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, what they did was they told the nurses. In fact, you know the funny thing, time when we hear announcement, you know, the nurses or the trainee nurses were still taking the alawa. They were taking it to the end of the semester because time and year no. Now almost semesters no semester no end year inti time and year campaign and answer na almost kasa ni nyina no. Now the nurses were still taking alawa. But John Mahama ni NDC for catch nurse for say power na SSA na a fresh calendar. What is going to happen? And say they were going to substitute alawano for loans. Send your bear sa alawano. Aban be here sika bebre e see more hospitals amo my day enya school akọ inti nowhere nobody can show a document a kire say John Mahama any NDC 2015-16 almost cancel alawa. It never happened. During the time Mahama was trying to people say Mahama free so alawa was still being paid. It is a politician be Gina TV so guy say John Mahama twa alawa ma nurse for no more school that time no everybody took the alawa obia gina alawa. John Mahama Mukachrom say when the semester ends, the new school now we are going to substitute ye alawano near the loan substitute near the alawano akodi building of your future. That is what they did. They didn't say yakasa councillor you don't have any alternative to replace it. When you substitute, what means is say ye bibi what John Mahama and the NDC and say they did a substitution. They took the alawa and they replaced it with another area source of funding, which is the loan, which every tertiary institution student is entitled to. Oba Brochira, every student is entitled to loan or college. You are entitled to it. Into John Mahama say, Alawano at the end of the day, no, as a third world country, no, yes, you BC UGMC, yes, you BC regional hospital. Into we just need to substitute. Say, a councillor, then it means say, John Mahama muyi Alawano, there was nothing to replace it. But even John Mahama time, no, nobody cancelled Alawa. John Mahama Kachrom say, we are going into a new year, and you people should prepare yourselves. Say, a substitution is going to take place. And yet, loan is coming to replace Alawa. Why it said, Napokwasiya we catch as if say, John Mahama was so no, Omucha Alawa. Wait, Jimmy, from the day John Kuma Wuye, sad day Nana Napobo Dam. The NPP cannot show one document. We are see John Mahama administration brought an official document so Buchala will never nowhere. The John Mahama administration was wise. They knew the student will still need some funding. And they said, "Oh, ye alawana, you have to just substitute." See, a councillor, ukema, nothing replaces it. We are school for musiade, mokenkai. Edua sometimes no munya butena muntie. I am yet to hear any nurse I know was school that time. Obetumaka say, John Mahama Tesono, no nurse can tell us in Ghana. They say, a propaganda, a campaign message, azar, and no can some to NDC. So, me nurse I know was school 2014, 15, 16, or can say, before I got to Abano, NDC for my instructions say, they are lying. There was nothing like cancelling at our. Mamu man kwasiafo we ndadam na po we Jimmy from the day John Kuma died, that same day na po boardam he will never recover. And I don't know why. Say a coincidence, say a special feeling, say a attribution, say a obitualization. The day John Kuma died, Napo became mad. Because from that day, Napon Kanyansa Sembe Sine. I am still waiting, or John Mahama is still waiting. NDC, they are still waiting. You have one document that shows, say, NDC cancelled Alawa. NDC never did that. So where from that message of John Mahama cancelled Alawa, the reason why they did the substitution, they wanted to upgrade the schools. Because time when John Mahama Motesuno, now majority of some of the tertiary institutions, you were diplomas. Now we just diploma, HND. And John Mahama said, no. As far as you are grouped under tertiary institution and the university students are grouped under tertiary institutions are more access to loan, why not you guys too? Because you are also tertiary institutions. So John Mahama upgraded you people from diploma to degree. Now when you move from diploma to degree, you have access to loan. Because that time, no number of diploma, you don't have access to loan. And nothing not allow because what the university students were enjoying because of their degree, you were not having a degree, so you could not enjoy the loan. So John Mahama said no. Now they are going to upgrade you people to a degree. Into Oko degree now, you substitute for loan. And no. So they'll take the alawa from there and they substitute with loan. And Nintina Obian to me said John Mahama time, they did what? They actually cancelled alawa. Alawa Ghana. Into then and obey a message. John Kuma Samain and Amanapo Bodam. After what you say, Mamo Manqua Siafobi, and Adamo. It was all in the good. It was all in good faith. They were thinking about Moanamu school, and the next was saying the Wufio Munye Jumanye. Kwasiafo in Amgane, Jimmy Moana Mutie atro. Oba America, Obia what tertiary institution biya access to loan. Obia. Adentina wa Ghana. Ni say go and get access to loan. Koji loan na ya. Adentina ompe. Bra krom ha. Bobusu afom go am ko college ni ade. Obia wa access to loan. Obia ni America ni UK man alawa e school nobody. Inti John Mahama say in the first place no alawa no krampo no na emwa because uko school ni we are hospital be na uko. Right now we a diploma. You pese you degree. Send e be ya utu kwan kwa abrocha we a degree holder. Degree is to crowd yan keke o sa G a loan at university for GNB. Into how I'm saying. Why are you making these fools lie to you? The day John Kuma died, the same day Napo became mad. That is my new book. The day John Kuma died, the same day Napo became mad. Now, see, when we story way, I was called to pay 5,000 before I get posted. A disgruntled nurse from the Tamale North constituency asserted that slots for placement into government services are sold. Oh, MPP for no catch up say, I alawa no, and the Uye school now, oh, baby, Krakoye Juma, amount for 50 million. You know why? Because there are not avenues. They don't have enough hospitals. Into hospital kakrana akano, ye jimo bribe and send the makumo e bimo nye juma ye. Na mo mudo do na tenefie. Mameka eventually, if you have enough health facilities in Ghana, nobody will pay bribe to be sent to work. Nobody. Say our UGMC 50 and not 10. Your original hospitals 200. Nurse ni bia ni wobeko school wi akotua bribe say mfa nko because the hospitals are there already. Anything in America, how nursing school we are, you are not scared so because there are a lot of hospitals that you can be posted to. And on a trick, you know, and then a John Mahama person Boamo, or say the more hospitals we have, the more or the easier you get job. The more e-blocks we have, the easier for a trainee teacher who comes out of school to get a job because the job market is there already. Into see, Koji loan, never alawana MBA more upgrading more of the hospitals. Now we need Jumanye. That is all. What is all? Because I'm paying a poe, kakano too. How many of you have 5,000 or 50 million to go out there and do what? And go pay to get job? How many of you? But I just think you have more hospitals for Ghana and can nurse near your school. You be say only for 5,000 but for the Juma. No, because the government is rather looking for nurses. And it's not about Krumha. The government is not scared to say or be short nurses. No, because there are more facilities. Uwe school as a nursing trainee, onko topan wo, onko ton fomfomo, a hospital muna okoye juma. Na abain ana political party biaba Ghana from 19 ko ho besin there on see one hospital do kwasi as a party. Mr. S, don't start that. You see, and the media houses, Peace FM, OK FM, bro. The media houses here in 2016, this is the Jandam Peace FM started. 2016, a Peace FM started Sadiwi. Teacher trainee allowance still cancelled. President Mahama Kanway. 2016. Kwame Sefa can in the Peace FM for no. So almost 30 and destroy nurses. And your Peace FM, any Daily Guide, any Inshra FM, and they are the ones and what destroy lives. This is way back in 2016. Own story caption on the Maya. Almost say teacher trainee allowance still cancelled. Mahama did not cancel anything. Mahama did not cancel anything. Entirely a whole news media. 2016 election year, almost publishes say Mahama say still ya cancel a teacher trainee allowance. Mahama can't win. Mahama born and say or catch say a nurse for most school say I want to make you a degree holder. I want to build more infrastructure. I want you to get access to loan. So the alawano, we need that money to build more hospitals. Mahama born in no. Mahama born and say on person be jan trainee after nursing training. Mahama born and say on person be jan trainee after going to teacher training into our mao degree. Owia why dey wasa ama loan. Owia or say or person unye adwuma ye hospital mu anko agent training e okwada so nti sa loan sa alawano or GM dey akobie infrastructure ni mu no eno no Mahama enipa boni ni on say mu bi mu agimi. And you know the funny thing, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, they have not changed their stance. And the good thing is, when a political party that is very convinced, Mr. S, you want me to read everything? Now, for the benefit of doubt, we can say Abia Kevin Taylor, on any team, no, Omoya Jandam, no. My team wants me to read this story. Now, me read this story now. Now, I should caption on the story, no. How the caption and the story, no, say caption and the story, no, acquire entity. Let us read. Now, I'm sure someone else for no more school among King Kain. Now, me read this story in show. This is the Peace FM story, right? Now, my main yabu tell me read this story. Now, I feel Yerisha say Mahama Ekasa 2016 no caption on the story no no and a Mahama Kanya. We will see it. Now, this is the story. Which one is first? Team, you are loading me. We will have. Okay. Now, this is the first story. My team, I could pick a story, but almost a kind story. Now, I'm caption on the story. Now, we have a piece of yeah. Now, these are all statement. This is a statement from John Mahama. Mumi enti the statement. Or say, and I quote John Mahama's statement. Or making you 2016 as summer ubi na no kaya. Now, mumi anfan compare story in the caption now with the 2016. We have upgraded the colleges of education into tertiary status, and the fact is, you can't eat your cake and still have it. If you eat it, it is gone. And so you want to be college of education to award degrees like the others. But at the same time, we should discriminate against them and continue to pay you allowance whilst they take student loan. And so even on the basis of equity, it was important for us to replace the allowance with the loans so we can create equity. John Mahama said, Omo upgrade a colleges of education nursing trainee count into a tertiary status omo degree. Now say, oh yeah nesano, also teacher say untumi ma omo degree. Abra omo enjoy adia university for no so enjoy because right now no omo status ni university status na pay. Omo be dani degree. University for also a degree. Inti enya de kwento be ma degree keke abra e ho akade ni ho. Inti see adekudie ntia omo de moko degree no ye mu degree no ye sa mamu access to loan yentumi mamu nya degree yentumi enleft mo free diploma enko degree abramo enjoy the same thing at the whole legon any tech no enjoy because the man legon any tech for no different from omo say omo degree holders or they basically they are degree holders and the issue is they are getting access to loan who a diploma holder who need access to loan into or upgrade mo colleges of education nyina akọ tertiary akodu degree level send be amobenya access to loan na sa alawa no aban etumi afa sa sika no aye nyoma foforo na John Mahama kan enti ehina John Mahama ka say wa cancel alawa bibie ni ho. Now who read it the part of John Mahama's statement or say, by withdrawing the allowances we have increased by 63% the number of young people who want to train as teachers. Time John Mahama mo say omo withdraw and as omo substitute alawa for a loan no omo will say intake na doson and could anything say so many people are now interested in going to the nursing training. They have upgraded the schools no so omo ye be universities into more people more intake nipa dodo no air nursing air teacher training because and the teacher training we a degree holder nurse we a degree holder because first no na university for one degree for and the teaching nursing training also kuta degree so many people pressure na that university so no now pressure no akọ from every say obi o ha na nya university o person okọ no person okọ nursing but no degree and the obetuma nursing nya degree it John Mahama mo so mo yes no 63% intake percentage of co school na afi nipa dodo no emma no ne mema no dodo no are interested in nursing and teaching work intina dodo no afi ye fa nipa bebre ko school okọ ni no say and infrastructure has also been expanded. This is often confused with the issue of nursing allowance. The nursing trainee were going to put on the student loan scheme, but we realized that the Students' Loan Act does not allow for their institutions to benefit from the loan, and so we are amending the act. As soon as that is done, they will also be put on it. End of quote. John Mahama, where your election time 2016 also sad time no na act bo ho a emma nursing training and teacher training for no emma omo kwan mo so access loan no into ka kire nurse for no say sia no obia school slim opese omuvu free diploma medical degree na ya act bi wo ho a ana emra bi wo ho a emma omo ho kwan say omo benya access to loan into obe amende into na ban mu no na omo sesambra ne say we are nursing training a obetuma degree na obetuma loan into ehin na John Mahama ka say wa cancel alawa na pokwasi ampanyin from the day and John Kuma wuye ohun nyansem bia wasase we so da. These are the facts, and we are still waiting for the NPP to show one document say John Mahama NDC cancelled alawa. There's nothing like cancelling. There was a substitution. Something replaced it. The money that replaced it is even bigger than what you were receiving before. So what's the big deal? Now, my young queen, now put the John Kuma Saman Bekuno on one ebre on one problem. Now look at the story. Pass tax. Now, all say a NDC4 through their majority leader, a Ato Forsen. The majority leader in Parliament, Ato Forsen Akasa, or say, Sir, a year Emra, a year Speaker of Parliament, Eddie Ato, say NDC, as it stands now, Ghana Parliament, no, the NDC are majority, no, or say, Speaker, sir, be Parliament, be ma, or money that so you say, or mobile day, or mobile betting tax, any e-levy fuel. That is their main focus. NDC for majority in Parliament, you know, and there's a be Parliament gate now. NDC for the majority because the last meeting, no, na NDC for the majority. And say Alban Bagbin Kaso a redraw as some now okay, you know. A Parliament documents muno. Just say Ato Forsen is the majority leader. Ato Forsen as some more can say. Or say at couldn't NDC for any AJ. Say omo wini majority ne say omo pese ni menim he ya no omo ye den omo yi e-levy free ho na omo yi betting tax free ho na Ghana for won he ha omo NDC for akoma e do omo mu no and nti omo ni abrempo say omo pese Alban Babin ebe bie Parliament na omo make sure say omo yi e-levy any betting tax free ho enya sempa we young man na wo hwe me enya sempa we maame na wo hwe me enya sempa we Ghana ni na wo business enya sempa Alban Babin e kan sa asem we no a quick or say chairman Sabonsubaya or say, oh, your decision to abolish e-levy other policies is infantile or say chairman Sabonsu say then this is for other person we e-levy free I didn't know person we betting tax free so at the end of the day until say president you know ebe ma ho kwan no muntumi nye wo de omo ye anytime they be am catch will say your problem e wo mu nde wo Ghana no enye bibia o eye NPP for no more parliament no Trumu bill na yesi Kufuor fan and Sancha say na trumu enye mbra wo Ghana no eye MPP parliamentarians and am Kufuor wanye also say chairman Sabosu anka obi onim nyansa odo Ghana odwene tax egu Ghana for so a person komo hin ha omo anka obeka say I support Ato. I want you to abolish it because you people should prove to Ghanaians say betuma and so say that be muntumi nye because Kufuor na wo ho kwan say obema wo kwan ma waye enti omote Parliament wono enye Ghana na omo pese omo bo omo o say chairman Sabonsu ni Afenyo Markins money MPP for no they don't care bra mo bre anytime ka kire mo say betting tax ni e-levy no John Mahama catch us in the first 100 days obey you into a young man mentie bibia bi ma game changer John Mahama say betting tax e-levy the first 90 to 100 days obey 3 months obey in the first 3 months obey you free. And the Ato Forsen say Alban Babi for Parliament in there. The first thing they will do then they will make sure say a betting tax any e-levy be or such a mess about someone pay. Into why now cause Ghana problems. And what a Ghana force a why now cause a MPP parliamentarians. Makacha will say a Kufuor obetuma hatchet plan and I say obetuma creative plan be Jubilee House. Say parliamentarians or more parliament MPP for number one own to me yet. And Kwasiadi Kufuor do I all these years no NPP parliamentarians. Or say chairman Sabonsu Afenyo Markins omona omama Kufuor ba Kwasia because Kufuor no no Jimmy Gabi Ochida ko no Jimmy o omo they don't care. Into diabolic idea bi omo bia no omo plan idea ni wi a ye be say ejapade enya parliament no de bae PDS and the Parliament no buy because omunim so omo nantwie gu Parliament ombe yan kwase nantwie dwuma na omo and this guy is a first class nantwie into say James Sabonsu no enye wo Ghana ni no bra wo bre ne ha no ono ne de nyina ne say ne party wo power a wo be kire wo eye dan na papa kokora wo enche wo hwo ago wo ne wo yire dakora pa sebio e kire wo fa duro untumi enka say we de me pese Ghana mbebunu how a dom so taxes a dom so yenyin from so you are saying say ompene abuo toruwa now you see anytime I catch you say So what is Obia TV so catch us say and the Ghana the Ecosono parliamentarians they have disappointed us. MPP ni. Let me tell you this. Let's go straight into the issue. Yeah. Oh, our story. Mamin. Well, when you hear people make such statements which is saying, come out, guys. Oh, wait, your opinion, Jekum, Mewa, or Peace FM. Or say, 8th Parliament is a joke, always engaged in needless arguments. On say, we mono, omono say Ghana, something they are the problem, eh? On say, we. Ejekum Tonchanya. When our story way, is it still there? I wanted to show you something. When Catholic bishops for almost Penino Dano or said, I am disappointed in our parliamentarians, president of Catholic Bishops Conference. Now, when him be omo ye, my mention idea. They be a catch about Ghana for some penifo in Ebimono. Omo pemu you, eh? You see these people, what they are trying to do. One problems are Ekoso Ghana and the Adane Kasa Yinayeka. Say the opportunity to point to the problem, not a lumpy problem together because will be so you're very diabolic. Near Ghana, one amo and Ghana, no more majority. Nanya NPP. At the end of my NPP majority, and these were the same seat as NPP. Yanti Gromha, and Omoka say. Parliamentary or free for mena say on the MPP for nebeye ejuma e parliament. Opejeje kuma antena peace FM ka say ene say asem papa ende so obeso nyomu ejuma ende ye nti krom ha. And the same MPP for we e pass PD e levy e pass betting tax. Ye ti krom ha nyoma MPP passing or parliament. Oti say opejeje kuma ka say parliament is a joke. Na omo ye disappointment. Oti say software kasa. What they do then say say MPP din kwasi asema nobody will be afra. What we are seeing today in parliament, it is not parliamentarians so the NPP parliamentarians omuna ende I was saying you need to make catch so mu jimi because who has halted parliament now? Who walked out of parliament? Who open je kum ni sa asofo we mu ye mpenifo amotuefu dwene mu asofo amoye politics san kwasi politics we tina manfo mbumo because as we sit in Ghana today problem what Ghana is here parliament and saying problem I want to say NPP for court Supreme Court Abraham Kometuma High Court Adentino Moko Supreme Court ni nyina say nipa na odi omani mo parliament no openye dwekumo ni we nyina o oye penyini boni onka nokre we mo ye MPP for omo ye MPP po we ponye dwekumo o nani mutum oye MPP po na kan sam entumi free ni mu da fufuo ne eye adwene nkwan ene abunobunu ene bofuro otwe bini a wadi egura ne hwini mu no enya de be free yam inti o make statement a eye de bia ne tribe first inti so be kaseti the party there or the nkwasiabe ebe defend the party indirectly he will make everybody in parliament look bad. The problem we are facing today is not about parliamentarians, it is the NPP part of parliament who walked out of parliament. At the end of the day, who went to a Supreme Court? It's the NPP. At the end of the day, why in a Supreme Court or through their actions, Parliament is not in session now. It's the NPP. So why are you sitting there and saying the 8th Parliament is a joke? Since the 8th Parliament came to a force, have you seen the NDC pass any tax bill? Have they vetoed any tax bill? No. But these men will sit on radio and act as if someone we are saying, and I don't even care about Sofono. Sofono they combine a dino and on an nyame and a go face. Send the trona uchan the nyame be kuna to atwene. But these men san kokura wo me dangerous. Me say san kofo we omo na omo gigi Ekufuado ho ade ne be see so we mu. They knew Ekufuado was waste product. They knew Ekufuado did not have a certificate, but because omo ye akamfo asantifo a ye de MPP atwa mo fruma no omo de nkwasia bebe defending nkwasia sem ene de abedru hande. Why is the 8th Parliament a joke? This is one of the best parliaments we've had in our history. This is one of the best parliament. Okay? Sankanya NDC anka san kwasiade anka MPP for be no parliament ni gebini. Anke nye NDC anke Japan ke pass here ama egudi a 240 so anke kotom obi o UK. What we are not shanty peace from say the 8th parliament is a joke. And your 8th parliament where and can kwasiasema MPPD and can want to stop you. You people should be blunt and honest for once and sana mo de moto kan mon kanu kure MPP no mon kwasia MPP na tribe intimu ntumi kanu kure nchire no. Who is a joke at the parliament today? Nobody is a joke. It is the NPP that is a joke because in the parliament ayatum because of who did it, who said it, who created it. It is the NPP that went to court. It is the NPP that decided not to follow parliamentary rules, decided not to respect the speaker. Motitigana Hama, Afenyo Markins, Kwasia we did the album back attempt every day. You have not spoken about it. Motiyama MPP as a political party at a press conference. Ejina Nipem Akache Alban Babi is doing a coup in parliament. And Kwasia for Mutu Fin. Motiti Peace FM. You could not say this is wrong. Because I am MPP in Tigana and say Mua Munimu Yansa, Muna Masekul, Munimu Yansa. Muye Jimmy for Munini Kwa. You people are foolish. You people are stupid. And can you end this year? Sebio Omunya 136 for parliament. If these people had more seats than NDC, wouldn't be for mayor parliament. This is one of the best parliaments we've had. And God being so good, Mamika be being Ghana for. The NPP lost parliament. We all know. Techiman South, a baby uncle Botuo, and almost force your 136. And Okrano, still they needed the formula seat to come add to theirs for them to say a majority. And you are saying that parliament is a joke. They don't understand governance. It's a dondology now, chill. It's not honest dondology. We are talking about governance. We are talking about a party in power. We are talking about a party that has its president, the Jubilee House. You cannot sit there and because of old age, classmate in Kufuado. Who openye jokum wo classmate ni Ekufuado en kwasiade Ekufuado ye do untumi tunufo wo openye jokum time Ekufuado be wu the same time na wo be wu en kwasiade Ekufuado ye do untumi tunufo mo betena TV so a na mo hyehyɛ nkwasia be echi ewe de chia na achia na mbu ye otwen ankwa ne wonam kɔ en kwasia be num kankan e na mo de ti radio so na mo de say Ghana. Why na say the 8th parliament is a joke? What makes it a joke? Because MPP PBB or Monsanka it is a joke. You people are crazy. Haruna Idrisu as a minority leader wanted to make a statement. Michael Kwe says just your information. Sit down. Now MPP for it was say emwa inyaima. Monime tuntum say obi na say kwasiafo and the 8th parliament na say. You did not caution these people. You people refused to advise them. You people sat on Peace FM and a modern Kwasia tribe a defending Kwasiasem. That is why we are here. That is why today we are here. Don't fucking blame the 8th parliament. Blame your stupid tribal party. That is led by a fool like Afenyo Markins who cannot reason beyond baby Ojinano. You are the problem in Ghana. Openye jekum no more likes no Ekufuado classmate for no 1944 1943 19 mo sa abeifo we mo na ma say Ghana de na moji e de na moji a mo hyehyɛ ebechi essay kuro no now ne anti kuro mu a listen mo enche bu bewu o se boy adwene kire mo na mo gu nkwase wuo ne ye ho toye because mo say mo pese mo be ka no kore Michael Quint na parliament. The minority leader Haruna Idrisu wanted to raise an objection. So no, it's a message. Everybody go. A Siama can cross carpet. Ekufuado kwasi campaign ya chichidie we jina nipem kasa he cannot work with an independent candidate. Chairman want to me odwan we wase asanteman nsuo endo tumfo ennom nsuo a eni duku de se bonsam gyamu nsuo no. Kwasi no kwa koti 1992 constitution. John Boydu, the general secretary of the party, a koti 1992 constitution, article 97. Esa koti party constitution. Napoa John Kuma wu ya a man board dam Napokra kebi and more multi radio so said the 8th parliament is a joke. You are fucking jokes. Mona must say Ghana. Mo ye nipa bone for. You are selective about what you have to talk about. Say MPP a obi abodam. NDC dia yendin tafo nya wonafo na tem wo mo de nya Ghana for krobofo de o mo de jimi ye na enim yetum ye na yese mrechie nti ye. This is the nonsense we've been dealing with for years. This is the nonsense. Now, yet to Kromha, Emma MPP for say on my press conference. Now, our press conference, no, almost some person more activity imra and the clauses be Emma Alban Bagbin, EBB Parliament. Listen. Yanti Kromha. And MPP for catch the Ghana for you say we are going to fight Galamsey. Now, MPP for your press conference. Ebeka bro for tin say omo reason tia and the omo fresh Alban Bagbin embrana ombe be Parliament na yenye juma in the first place. Now Parliament was active, it was open, it was working. Who stopped Parliament from working? It is the same NPP. And this time say wo open ye kum woni sa kwam na danka mo ne sankofo no mo nyame be kumo mo nka no kre. A tribal politics na mo TV so. MPP for a press conference and then I'm kind of the reason to almost say be a parliament and say almost say a year taxes be any a year tax exemptions tax be almost person the check the pebinity that be a parliament and yes say be a Ghana for which you move almost say the reason why into be a parliament and say a year environmental protection agency bill 2024 no almost say I will say a pass almost on the buy. At the Kudientia and the MPP for a press conference, and yes, say Ghana, workers Libya cost striker, or into Omukau. Almost say, almost be a social protection bill 2023, I bet to Parliament, and no ever bomb when you scanty and pass it, and it's in the Parliament. Almost say Customs Amendment Bill 2024, yam pass it, no one to make a custom ho, and kwa Jessica more. Almost say a budget bill, budget no, yam pass it, neku for the to be found in some bossy academy. Almost say Ghana Boundary Commission Bill 2023. Yam pass no mum konya sasikano. Almost say interstate succession law. Yam pass none of the one. Almost say adibia your friend a tax exemption. Tax exemption and say almost be one district, one factory be Ghana. Now some factories in this year job tax almost $300 million. Yam be a parliament no more can ye near $300 million in Chenko for. Pasiafo when you go to Abamomo. Na san kwasiafo na moti Peace FM wo openye ejekumu ka say the 8th parliament is a joke. You are a joke yourself. The reason why into MPP say MBA parliament and then they say almost person member tax exemption. Almost say Ghana Financial Stability Fund and International Development Association facility of 250 million United States dollars. They want that money. Almost almost a loan of $250 million into Alban Bagbin Mbra. Their problem is not teacher Nina Yentia de Kanu. Their problem is not school now to be Sibino. Their problem is not health regional hospital no Siba Kumpuno. Their problem is not a public sector workers are almost strike no. And they all call a year dia Ghana Cardia, they are on strike, and the teacher for our strike, and the public services majority are on strike. They don't care. They only care about $250 million loan. Almost $300 million adanya. Almost one day one factories we know almost tax. More muntia tax. Inti yemfre Alban Bagbin Mbra. Now we are paying now we enjoy now to radio so kase the 8th parliament is a joke. It's a joke because your stupid people are doing stupid things and you don't want to say it to their face because tribe adokro eman kwasiade na yemo de. Moju si ejimi ana. Moju se mo betuma hye enyini echi ejechi edinkwasi asam sa akowu. Mo ka no kura no ne edumi chichiri man no because mo hwo nyina chichiri mo bewu ye ne emesoa sa nkwasi adwuma we mo ye. Sa nkwasi ade ankofo we ye ne emesoa. We are asking sa MPP for o majimi. They don't care about the people. And omo boama Afenyo Markins edi sankwase se we nyina e obi ti so penye jekum kwam se fa kan ne kwam na dan kan sankwase from titi radio because they are only thinking about the party. They are thinking about what they will get, what their friends in the MPP will get. They are not thinking about the general welfare of the people. Openye jekum no to no ono eye bofro nkwa we defeat nkwa be ma fa de tirimu no ene na odwene ho ade na me party ni ko opposition on tia se nkwasiafo na eto abama omo no e wo so mo tena parliament no mo ye dwuma ma ye omo person ba parliament be ye na ye den na ye ma omo low na nkwasiafo ekodi na wote radio so e wo to achenchene ka say the 8th parliament is a joke. You are a joke. One can say you there's no good in you. Yet the parliament and Afenyo Markins echo Supreme Court. Afenyo Markins call Supreme Court. And Ose Wakunya ruling. Say Adebia echo so Parliament bia Speaker Alban Bagbin. Eye ruling bia bia ruling no engineer manenko. na okoye saade ni wie no na Alban Bagbin say parliament lawyers air fight saade na akwa ni Supreme Court no wo openye jukum unim say embra ne kire say Afenyo Markins kra say obekọ court a ankonko high court unim say watra high court akọ Supreme Court wo openye jukum unim say Chief Justice no what she did by using less than 10 hours to constitute a committee filled with Ekufuado appointees, no, it is wrong. Unim Afenyo Markins go to the Supreme Court. And a woman some damning and unnecessary ruling. Now, Nipana would call court so the Parliament I go court no. The lawyers are fighting that into Nipano wakot then a manamra emetra Parliament in the first place. Afenyo Markins and radio on the TV so a whole MPP press conference it may be Omanwa catch Ghana for say Alban Bagbin on the NDC for ye juma Alban Bagbin a cromfo Alban Bagbin a coup Alban Bagbin is a liar who open ye kum Sam kwasi asemo we ya Afenyo Markins Kenya you did not have a problem because a MPP for now Alban Bagbin a wa anka wo open ye kum we nim tum sakura anka obega veteran Parliament. These people Afenyo Markins ne boss ne Alban Bagbin na wakotena radio so kodi nkoma boss ne odi wokukuom ukodi nkoma edidi boss asemto onka no kore na wo pese boss ne be shop na kwase a wo betena mu be diska you ana motena se amodwene kakra ana de bia mo pese efrem mpanifo no de na mamu ye mpanifo no sa leader of NPP Afenyo Markins ono ne de abeduru ha ne entinka munya chance na motena TV so a na maka cha Afenyo Markins say de na ope e wo Supreme Court wo na ope na ope so okotena radio so ekoka se Alban Bagbin na cast match na okukuo mo beka na bontene mumbusa mo MPP na ejimi fo aye mu man say press conference no mo ye no mo be di Alban Bagbin atem no na wo penye jekum ka usua de kodu Alban Bagbin level a anka de omo ye ne ka ba betena Parliament. You people don't think. You people are stupid selfish old men. Mo na masai kro no ye di matem ye efise mo nimu nyansa mo party na adokro mo nimu nyansa. Who on earth will blame the 8th Parliament? Every single thing happening started with the NPP, who walked out of Parliament. What has the NDC done? And can you NDC and Kekufuado no monkwasi NPP come on Ghana? And can you NDC Ghana for yenyaye? Let me tell you, 2020 elections, who open you where politics change will be 2020 elections. 2020 elections. Sehiye so. Techiman South, Esikado Katen, Tano South, Takwan Suayim, all these constituencies, MPDC winning in your bonipa to tata omujini from Munsem. When I say the MPP a majority of Parliament, who open you what the politics chiche me? Kwame Sefa kind of son what Jimmy for. Motet woman can cry. MPP does not have majority in Parliament. As we speak now, we have a Parliament where nobody is majority. So why is the NPP screaming and fooling and making it look like say they are entitled to majority? And they are more fuaso, and they are more problem. The 8th Parliament is bad. You are just a professor in Chio. You don't know anything. You are just a professor in mere chi. Let me tell you, there are people living around the world. They survive. You are just a professor in mere chi. You don't need too much to learn chi. Chi kasa. Akankasa. You don't need any extraordinary intelligence to learn chi. You are a mere chi professor. It don't make it look like say most something extraordinary there we have not learned. Sebio nyini na wenyini and just automatically unimnyansa chen obia. This is a national issue we all have to discuss and discuss it with all the honesty. The NPP are purely foolish and some people who don't respect the people of Ghana. They have no principles. You people are elderly who are supposed to tell them that that's not how you govern people. Who says the 8th Parliament is a joke? You are a joke. You are just a mere tree teacher. Only me tree teacher, Mr. Fosu. Mr. Fosu, the only no be na unim tree chobia. A tree keke. Abede. Dear fair get rete rese. And no near the Yanfanya Juma. obian fa twi nko UK nko nye adwuma nye da enti aye mu njai saa de na twi keka mu ni mu nti twi na o kire wo nchia engineering na plane betu akọ wiem openye jukume eye twi keke fa ke ene a bom na nye ka eno na o kire fa be ene e bom na nye be wo nheda nya di kakra ka bia ehu bia aponcheni huri fem koto de bodwe saa nkwase asem bi na wo kire enya de bia betra radio so ma ehu saa se de Ghana no mo na munim wiase nyansa nyina twi kire nya din fa a fa ba fa a fa ba ababa na dem fa a fa da fa se fa fa da adidas enheda nya bibia fa a fa de fa fa de fa a adidas fa se eno ano no enheda nya bibia ehu a yeda yentumi nda ocha arithmetic bia yede calculate the movement of the moon to make sure say that earth odidia wada anopa wa hwe book mu abetena ha fege abede keke obetena radio so asie nyina ye jimi because there's no competition. People are not interested in going to be PhD holders in Chi. That's why you people are there. How many people are in Ghana today and say, my life, I want to be a PhD holder in Chi? Nipa say na Ghana. And it's a very easy route to be important. A Chi keke. Yogurt, a Chi keke. I straight our house. And then I would say, where the washam seke I koko nya eno sanyo man koko tia ne to ensam keka emfa bibia mbafie yati krom ha wo pejeje kumu na wo concept for na me educate mu anadwi he mo pa o kina mo ba mumbu wiase ba nyina fa nidi matem emfa me ho mo de mo ba o de uchi literature de bebu be ayanti bi da de be ka na obi abete ase mo de mo pa mo fa kasetia ewiase de yenim akora nini akuri nini tono de na obeye ewiase de da woni yenyina da yenim kwase ade aye yenyina da yenim obi ani mo ewiase da na chi yenyina aye kan hyan akodu de ye no ebetwa ho sa munja kwase asem no ne nka Ghana asem chi PhD menhu akora wanyini e wo Ghana ka se de na peso ya webu nkoto je ka se radie me de pese me PhD holder o twi mu akora ben akwara be na wo Ghana na wo school a order and say sir please I want to be a PhD holder what be that e mo fo obi atumi PhD tree holder PhD tree na sanya din ke Kevin asa adie na di wo ma eno so won encyclopedia na mo ti radio so ye tree politics now ofere you kumbra why am konkonsafo na position politics achi na tribe achi na mubu nkwase abe ai eduane de chia na chia ende ebetene ende eduane metene na mamo abeifo yetia na Ghana for a demonstration. Mr. P, Mr. S, stay with me guys. Oya twi teacher mamuntie no onye obia Mr. Fosu me twi teacher a friend Mr. Fosu ubetumi na ka twi a meka no ha nyina me nko enkosua twi masters bia Mr. Fosu na kire mo anti Queen Ejima International School on na kire me twi a meka ni nyina Mr. Fosu very slim nice guy ono be any problem obehu to ma oni beje o kire me twi no into agoje twi teacher PhD a o mani pa so mu ntono betena radio so nkwasa keka kanokure no o ya MPP ni ate ase o ya santini o so ya kania ya ate ase kanokure na adwini ni wutiri ho kanokure yati krom ha ena MPP for we catch the Ghana for say galamsey ne se Akufo Addo mfa ne nsanhye krataase no sa galamsey no se be a parliament Akufo Addo NPP for say omo the LI openye de kum tie mo nka no kra mpeni bone MPP for omo the LI be parliament LI 2462 send ye be ya mining in our forest reserves no the day a parliament be bie no ye betwam e be si nne mo MPP no emfa document bi anko parliament so document is struggle so bokina na everybody a and the same NDC for no so me jokes no when you burning and the 3 MPs NDC for miensa they are seeking to repeal the LI 2462 mining in forest reserve no NDC for am from ntafo NDC for am betra radio so na mu be edidi o matam so mo ye ntafo omo ye awonafo omo ye krobofo omo ye nkranfo omo de omo ni hini bia sebio ye so na akonwam ema sebio ni fia ye finti omo de omo nya Ghana fo omo de omo jimi omo na ende mo kwaya na ewo mu krom no omo pese omo protect penny bonny for kwasiasem. And then the same NDC, and then the MPs, young MPs, Okujato, Sosu, Suhini, no force to say, sad document, no, and they are very vokusa, Emrano, send a beya, who kuromuna, who free was antimemuno, young Kotua Sase, Motetin crying, into mobile way jantra for us, into Moncanocre. Move from Wurama crying whoopo, into Moncanocre and Chichibufiano, Monca, and I'm with ready to Bunquasiabe, and the Enanom, and I'm penny for say, what's Wabru Penny. And I'm penny for car and penny for car. We are ancestor. We are a key ancestor. We are penny. Into Ukraine and this old Bubekas and penny for say. Also, can say, yes, see. Yes, see. Much at the TV so. Mumuseku for say, airline wing. How many times a parliament is here? In Kwasia for a press conference, almost per tax exemption in Tinomba Parliament. It is not about stopping the mining in our forests. Now, let me show you something. Mo show agogo na motete Ghana na mudidi nkwasiasem mo firi nwura mu behu poa na mudi pizza ba ko pa de akanyina nkwasiasem twi keke e na mo kire mo nka nokore. This is a report by Erastus Asaridonko. Mo hwe de omode ye insase no still mo fa document nembra abugina po MPP for eye Afenyo Markins mo fa document nembra na yen repeal adewi na yen jai ye kwaya ye tu agudi o ma mo ntumi nkasa nkyere nkwasiafo we eto say the 8th parliament is a joke. You come kuro mu no ho area no free o tenkran keka nkwasiasem. The parliament the is a joke. Hwi keke na wo kire wa on create on manufacture light on ye plane on kire se ne eye den anomatu hwi keke ke be de fege eno no na obetena TV so a on pese obeka no kore hwe de omde ye ukurom oba nkran be hu kania be hu ma to a ontumi nka no kore mo betena nkran na mo be hu se bi edi pizza say ye kafiri ne to na ye mo ne tepa no a eno de mo pese ye beka mo asem mo beduru nkran hu se bi a se pizza ye bu no ye bum na ye de hye ano ne ye ka na ye mo ne se pa no a eno ntimoni ate mo nka no kore mo betena TV so a and the NDC for the person who save ukurom asase. Na ye nanam no say impenifo say ye nanam say uko 80 years uda ho to wo ye nanam say wo ye nana mo me nka no kranche MPP no de e koso nyina ye MPP parliament en koso nyina ye MPP Afenyo Markins ejimi Afenyo Markins ye kwasea Afenyo Markins nim nyansa o say chemensa bonsu ekufu ado muntu omofo so o ma say Ghana ka wo ye nipa bia o ye nipa papa kran ka wo tena radio so ka say Ghana for muntu nti MPP na o ma say mi kuro ma asase wo penye kum wo ye nipa papa anka do Ghana twi keke na wo kire ka wo sanka wo di twi ni kire Ghana for say in fact Ghana for mi ami kuro ma santimemu enkofo we edi gala say me kuro ma asase muntu nti omo o da ho tit radio so bu nkwase abe o da ho eblemu NDC na NDC de no maye Mr. S, Mr. P. You get it? And people are going into mining because you're in Kasa. And then you're bunko for your sensio. Multi radio, so more problem, you know, say. Afenyo Markins Jimmy, MPP Jimmy, in Kofobi, so I'm penny more Jimmy. The whole parliament is a problem. Erastus ni team call a ye forest say omoko yetia and MPP ebetina radio so eka say NDC for omo omonko ede omomba Ashanti region na omomba demonstration entia gala wo penye kum wotina radio so uni problem MPP etina TV so eka kire Ghana for say NDC for na Ghana for mo ye kire etia galam say no omo ye mbema mo pa omombra Ashanti wu krom omo pa omombra Ashanti region embe demonstration mo tina peace FM mo anka bibia moto kankan intinke betina hana na nke yaso ebubu be wi a ne asoso so ye oka say ye gala no e wa santimemu ye nja nde ye nja ochina okọ nkran kotina radio so ndi oka also message ni de omode man kranfo no e different from the omode man santifo ni nkurasefo ni bi enti nkranfo ni de e different na so omo outside nkran omo hu say no nka message ne koyie if we say omo kwa santimemu a de omo ka kire omo no say sebio asantifo ene akamfo no ye nkurasefo they all canono into also mo MPP for there omo ba santimem omo ba nkran a omo hold omo wet omo husi bi omo kasa because nkran de omo ni ate akwa na gina kumase memu kase gala na yenja na kire yenja na nde enja na ochina also duru nkan mutumi kasa asem no because na adwini mu no ono oye MP no ohu asantifo no so mo agimi into omo 2 messages and omo message omo de man nkran for and mo message omo de man akamfo asantifo into also ti eye de asempa no na asem o ka nyina so obo de tofa o se o akamfo na asantifo no mo okura se mo agimi into omo de omo giedi na nkranfo no de omo ngimi saa into omo no o message ne ba ye hwe ye kasa mu yie de o ka no openyeje ku mote nkran edwin se omo ye me openyeje ku mo dwin se eye abana ye beto no eye kotoko against has into se kotoko has wini a kotoko egu into otpsfm a de o ye nyina ne se o kasa ma kotoko into one the MPP for to be omodwene akwa we na tena eye TV so otena asantimemu ka kire eye omo ana democracy hub for no say omo ye mema omo mra kumase embe ye demo na ye nhwe akwa enti omo kumase a omo nim say kumase woni nkurasefo enti omo du kumase a na omo kasa kire nkurasefo omo ba nkran a no mahwem kasa mu yi because onim say omo mo te nkran ne awonafo ne sirimfo no omo sebio omo hu omo so omo ni atechen asantefo enti asemo no gina kumase na okan enso ba Ghana omo munsu asei asase na sepa eya asantememu ba ogina mani mu ka se omo ye demonstration etia gala no omo ye mema omo mra ha because onim se enkokore dos ma asantememu he MPP as a political party omo hu asantefo so omo no mogimi pa me na me ka kiro me MPP ni na me ka asemu ya kiro ye ne party no ye ne MPP no ye ne akamfo party no ye ne eye dombo buzia eye ye ne ye pa na baafo akoto yi se ye ne no ye hu asantefo so omo agimi enti ye o message ye de ma asantefo ene ye o message ye de ma nkranfo awonafo ye de ma sebio omo ehu omo so omo ni ate omo de sebio omo ngimi ya ye dumi ndada omo ene ntina kwase a wetumi gina kumase bantema etumi ka kira asantefo a omo asase asei omo fu asei a omo pekwa bi me solve sa problem ne say nipa na okun garam say no e be ma omra asante bo ko du nipa no krom no so aha de o se hwe kasa mu ye aha ye nkran ne say otwen be bre bofo no so be bre na debia mpanifo ka ye say yare e bo kokosechi no eno ene bo eye kwame minta tiri hu a anka ne tiri hu nyina pepa de mu hu no munye hu hwe hwe when you give the NPP power ometu asante hene manisi sumira so sibi obutwa ya na ti no omutwa ya asante hene ti unim achemfo yo hu unim Kufuado they want a third term nanado dan Kufuado Gabi bedi etuo oforiata sa ofori penyirifo no they just want a third term. You see what will happen in Ghana at the end of the day. Biambusa Ghana for say Sankwasi party said out the omo campaign song new omo share dan ka se bia omo campaign omo tumi nya campaign song po enchire us oh ye pese eni udi on say enwom to anase enwom so a form of dialogue o pese oni obi di nkoma obetum di enwom ana o pese o di information ma obi a obetum di enwom ana o pese se bia obi enipa bi eni a obetum di enwom anase o pese o educate di pa obetum di enwom. So enwom, you don't see enwom as easy as that. Enwom ya de bia etumi because majority of the people no enwom etumi gi o my attention na o tie nsem ewo mu no enentina obetumi to enwom nyina bi manisi enye se ni si keke no eye tie a we tie attention a we pay to nyoma words na ewo enwom ni mu no. It is a political party na se o campaign nyom ni a na me ekọ me metena nka je o se Ghana fo nkotoma wagimi kokotia baby na se de obuka nyina no kokotia ba omiato boy sikasa sana kokotia ba o miato ai kokotia ba omiato e no monka ai ga dela ai se kokotia baby ese boy kasa ese kokotia be se ba omia ye sa jo sana kokotia to all right now enti campaign song na magba chiro no mo amudi MPP chiro onyam now support to MPP a owo a oba say Kufuado in the name of Jesus. Enti ada na odidi matem so ye MPP ni na wo hwe me na onyam anadwi wo Ghana nyame enhiraw nyema wonyem no nyame emboa wo na wo oba no so ense kufuado ka se amen mo asebio awo be kama anadwo ya mo ye MPP fo oye oba na kuta MPP card na se sebio onyem anadwo yi obewo afa ho afa oba empire yebo e wo Yesu dim ni se oba no ense kufuado o twan ko mbese me so also pe kufuado na oba ense kufuado obofu now there esi Ghana se sia ne se there ensembebre AC na wo de oba ko school afa ne ko school papa sebio eye nipa ehu oba na mbeka se yes anything na school bi ho a wo kwa na bia school no omukọ contest bia ebi okrampa you don't bother yourself to even watch and I say be worried unya BP ni BB because school na wo na eye na school bi ti sa Accra Academy nye school with the free mind mo am lie school bi ti sa Accra enye school a sebio de bia meka we Accra ne krono number 1 ewisam bolare ne ngofo krono beti say esi na ekufu ado kira de wa Accra ai yesi ekufuado no kira de wa Accra meboa ko kan ekufuado ne Wikipedia yesi 1970 de ngen ofri UK ba economy wi e pam no wo eye inner temple eye de Oxford. He went to Oxford but he did not ekufuado went to Oxford but he did not certificate out of Oxford. Aha yesi odo ba ko school fa ni ko school a ewe ni munyam fa no ko school a yetetew free mind fa ni ko school a sebi o gire ni pemu a amafo mu se 1 wa dwene na emu do 1 we free mind nka ho me free mind is in chain into free mind we dey make bia nka ho wo dey won ka ho wo dey decent guy into wo dey bibi dey ko si yenti na ko fa ho okọ hokọ yedai into Accra kan no bleo school ya ton ya show matade e de ko ton momone ne nam e de na ko wini quiz na obehu bolare wa bobo botai ne nam Ghana wa bobo wa tese won ne ko gym obehu boys no ne nam Ghana bleo school amutim anya jantra e krono mo huri wo pe na mako wi akokọ enti tese moto won na se de na pese mo pese mo de mo ba wini na mo kọ enti anka mo wini ani ayeden oh bleo my idea no onyame obra wo bo no hwe ho tua wo ka enti na mo firi mu no Accra Academy high school bi a chese o steady boys na on tiase uhu mo tawa ida se chese chebolare lifestyle hwe ne lifestyle nice guy but hwe ne lifestyle chebolare lifestyle hwe on the boys no ma kakero mo kwa Accra no hwe mo lifestyle nice guy, Bolare, intelligent guy, very just say obia don obia pet but shine lifestyle. Okwa kraka. Oya wushi boys le nyeye munsua de. School amutim muntra dem. Wi jantra sam krono ye ba quiz kakra mo ye nche muntina moto so 30 minutes nsua de embe wini na papa na mo mama no omoninje. Eno so mutumi nye. Accra Academy na hwe school atade a yatete esikam tete emawurum asamwaja so kwa Accra mo hwe asamwaja lifestyle esi mo hwe $400,000 ahye MPP was said 15 million they say why emre cars na de otwi na o men's go so this can be ko ya catch them mo nsua de Accra metia na metu asamwaja afo asamwa me ko presec legon ena na metu fu se tie me na nkofo ne bedi uto oi una wa hemu wa una onum sa baby jet and he is a baby jet on sende yes baby jet movement to say dey egu Mesia Samuel Jai na nkofo we ade onko akjoin MPP ade onko akojimi omo betwi uto edi uto asamwa se Jai okay onya ye egbe mi ye ni ekoko enesi woro we dey anyum na metu o manfa manu ngosi bone me fama no ngosi bone se Kevin akase na eyanyu koko tia baby se ye baby Accra Academy school fun inti se be quiz na me catch say omo sponsor quiz no mudi nkan busa quiz for say schools ben na eba enya say otamu sika no ko sponsor quiz and a national science and maths quiz otamu sika no de question busa schools omo ba busa schools schools ben omo te say enkora no omo bo mo homoden omo pass students no all students omo ya kronfo omo ka no kre no omo bu wall no omo kwa jantra no omo gina first light busa anything and there yeah science and maths enkora nsua de Accra Academy for free and there mo uniform and the ton amane na you see that's a presec de ne Ghana Real Madrid inti sa de wo so mujayo sa national science and maths munjai na mo ko from ra na de na mo de ba de questions mo afo yesia de pasco inti mo ko pe from sa mo ko pe world quiz international de ndie famra na sa national Ghana national de news school papa bi o Ghana botwe for no ma start ye botwe ye mfanse ye di doko ne ye win ko motade red red so da mudi adagora jechi botwe for so ma bon wo mo de se gidigidi home eni so share ye home ne ye win ba ko botwe betum ne na ye ne ye pe dolu for botwe we boys we omutimi se oba pe botwe de some just Arsenal for na mo ba ho a ne abefa trophy de ko botwe ni Arsenal is the same Infante pem ni Arsenal omne na moba ho saa nya nkofo be fa trophy ni ko de bia kakitie bi oka kakra bi de nka binya girl nwini mate onya bi koko dre de mfa ncheche ai botwefo no mko mba pa omne na mba no ho saa mko ntakwa omunya girls ni bi oh how are you saa na adisco akromfui adisco awe adisco kofi daba akromfui adisco akromfui wonyi school on tena school dem krono London Bridge no dimpa wo Zimbabwe dem pata adisco oma bonwa wo Zimbesiafo we to egumba dem pata we ye school a omutim koji trophy free e ba fie adisco ye pe school as adisco oma ye say eyi coming to America zebra crossing omni name na what sort of one sazi and the crazy keke aye muntimi wini adisco asawe na se school amoto na mudidi go be no na mfa so be na omo so unnecessary now you see the grassy prep for so ifrim teachers are teaching other parents of other students a grassy prep omanum galansio na ama omutumi sua de yetumu fo bote maba hupo wa kwanye egu apum waba mi krom fanti krom mu asantefo prempe ekurase prempe maba krom insuo ni krogin manum galansio na mama adwene ada yetumu fo amonte maso mu egu ka mu moni abeko aye ne mbeko yekọ iza na se yekọ ntokwa ende yesi bo frim headmaster so mbekasa enkwase akeka entina me se onyema tai bompaye onyem na won tai bompaye oba beko prempet se cheba wotubi prempet school so ni paso to to so good paso and I turn to God and I'm listening again and I tell me say hey shut up who headmaster we who fi utisa chok yeah can schools mo so na maswa mo school bia ya school mo prempet for we tumufo anka ese anka mo sori anopa na anka makwa akoye mo sori anopa na manka akoye volunteer job na anka mo eden mo koye volunteer job ni say ya na anka mo ne namboase takwa na mo ye de mo preachi mo nja gala mo nyenja ne antinam mo nkwara mo te prempe mo sori amanom gala nsua na ma onum gala nsua no wi gusu a oje so betuma be wini na headmaster be no and I president and say hey shut up what you say we yase yes ya de akenkan ama nipa ate ase prempe you got to chema wontumi school koye ade papa be de betuma free maba mo pam school teachers am go nyina yese kokuma tumu prempe ni aso a mate and odu kumas na hu prempe student aso a mate you thing na wabobo paper sha de to we some ko ne rough omni sa kumasi kuma cows de ndie ne rough and obo prempe akwara aso abodam first prempe pimpinis no ma tweko form time omega Kevin akase tia ye ase je na be yes kofie ye competition kofie on kofie obetra Cape Coast wana mu kofie na mu gogo tua de sorry man no de kasa obeko classroom na nkwara instead some be agreement about topic no mo twe na kotoko betima sha has na onim asante kotoko tell na Joe Debra Jimmy tina school sua de free SHS na mo bodo don komi and they won go asem abisi up the free SHS fi Kumasi be win the trophy sane aye no. The Honourable Member of Parliament. The current Ascent North was originally part of the bigger Ascent North constituency. In 1996, when the general election was held, the NDC won presidential vote with President Rawlings and Florence Kumi. President Rawlings and Florence Kumi. They won. And also from 2000, things began to change in the area with respect to their voting pattern, switching from NDC to NPP. Now, in 2000, J.A. Kufuor, that's ex-President Kufuor, won the presidential vote, and then Kennedy Agyapong came in as the MP by defeating the incumbent Florence Kumi. Between 2000 and 2012, between year 2000 and 2012, Kennedy Agyapong held onto the seat for the NPP in all parliamentary elections, with President Kufuor winning the presidential vote in 2004. Akufo-Addo won in the constituency in 2008. Even though the NPP lost the general elections, Kennedy Agyapong was equally retained as the MP in 2008. Now, the new Asin North. The new Asin North was birthed in 2012 into Asin. The new Asin North was birthed in 2012 when the area was divided into two distinct constituencies. In 2012, the bigger Asin North was divided into Asin Central and Asin North. Kennedy Agyapong, however, switched to Asin Central to contest there as an MP. In 2012, in the 2020 general elections, saw President Mahama winning Asin North in the presidential vote, with Samuel Ambre coming through as the NDC MP of the constituency. In 2016, the NDC lost both the presidential and parliamentary in Asin North. Akufo-Addo won the presidential vote, and the NPP's Abena Mensah defeated Samuel Ambre of the NDC to become the NP. In 2020, Honorable James Gyakye came in as the candidate for the NDC. He won Asin North against NPP Abena Mensah, even though Akufo-Addo won the presidential votes in the constituency, meaning the constituents voted skirt and blouse. That is in 2020. The NPP, after its defeat out of malice, knowing they were losing parliament in 2020, quickly went to court to just frustrate Gyakye. We are all witness to how they tried stopping him from even being sworn in as MP on the eve of the 6th of January 2021 through the court, but the NDC did everything to have him sworn in as the MP for Asin North. The diabolic NPP succeeded through their politically packed court, and there was another election held in the constituency in 2023. The Asin North voters stood their grounds and massively voted for Honorable Kwesi, which brought about the famous Asin North by-election. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Honorable Gyakye to Loud Silence TV, and also with Audio Respect extended version. Honorable, good evening and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kevin. Good evening, and thanks for bringing me to your show.
Honorable, midase papa aba Jumadido. Honorable, amangasa me mixed race, me infante kakra na me awona kakra. Betida lancash. Ne papa infante na me awona. So amangasa me mixed race. Honorable, ende nkomon ye beye no local. Mikro infante for Asenfo, they are all listening. You have been around for some time now. You have experienced Ghana politics, and I know you'll be the best person to write a book when it comes to people in the diaspora trying to come back home to serve their nation. Briefly, how has it been since you entered politics, and so far, how have you seen it?
Yo, Kevin, Medicama, there was now. May cheer all your listeners, as well as famous Asin North people. I love them to death. So far, I'm not going to even go into the politics too much, but me per se, Asin North to who say, I'm still the person that they voted for. Nipa na Jumedia na estimate so me feed Canada after 42 years in Canada, me the buff, you know. It has not faded. And no one idea that many success me person me be home. Me buy, you know. Me my analysis here, statistics, checking who said. In fact, Asin North is one of the poorest communities or constituencies in the country. Central region, or compare all the regions, we are, if not the poorest, one of the poorest. In Central region is there. And now we share 23 constituencies in Asin North now. Asin North is last but one in terms of poverty, hardship. Kevin, one of these days, Sinyami Adum now Bafia, I'll take it for myself to give you a tour. Now, who's sending a hoti. Now, you know what? What makes me happy about the politics about it and the by-election and all that, and say, this gave all the politicians in Ghana a first-hand experience in the communities in Asin North. Because during the by-election, and the MPP were there, NDC was there, President Kufuor himself and his vice Baumia were there multiple times. Omo who send a conditioner over. Just said all these years, 8 years, they never did anything about it. But the bad time I was a year per seat in a dear. Let's just see who coins I was here about. Near Medicanca, yeah, near my and son and his man is swap, with the buffy. By me survey I seen nothing in our way, who say, you may dear or hop papa. Now, the little experience I have in this oppressor community be a grower and as a developer. There's 3 major things you have to tackle. That is electricity, water, and transportation, roads. Sanya mami and saying in a normal lack. This year, I know we will bear 20 communities in Asin North. This modern day and age, there's no electricity. And these are some of the questions I've been filing in Parliament with the Energy Minister. With the short time I'm in, I am a chance. I came for a purpose. I came to save my people. I came to work for them. It came a time in my life, and I'm a fise, or some year baby. My mom told me, when she last visit to Canada, she told me, 2004 to 2008, she stayed that long. Obako Nokachem said, Joe, she calls me Joe. Joe, my bobo bra have fine. Mun coffee na kobwa na efie ohia oho papa. Our own Atamils mentioned the same thing to me. And Fremi Junior Brefie, about Canada 2009. I said Junior Brefie, one Brefie, normal boy. Now people say, and this year in your crash for the new boom, and veranda boys na ejuma. And I'm so na say, oh, you're prof, all type of all type in the NPP mo. So, all the brand boy. To recap, Onim Semisanta, former vice president, is my mate at Infansfilm.
Really? Over Benka, with the Benka Bibia, Yankasa, only former vice president, one count, where they go.
I have people that have really given me the insight. But my brother, Miami Chrome, Ghana. I thought to say, rather, the thinking will be that music akrana to say many opportunity and exposure. I work with the Canadian government for 29 good years in the social services community development. Now me back fiena knowledge kakra me media be impact me for Muslim mama nyejuma. But when you na best echi. The fast at 2023 by election. And they said, boss not I take my heart for them. Because why? They are very fast learners. I say not, you're very quick in learning the people. The year me taught during the 2020 election, I taught them something about development, democracy and development. Satana voting in our way. This is how Kennedy and his team taught these people. No development. About to be dry. They come around 50, 100, 200, whoever deserves it. Of course, I won't blame them at the time. So when you in free more, na last minute you ever brought 100 be so by Genesis. But I came in and I broke it down to them. It says, so bita otwan de no bita ono woni nkonta bia dubio. Obi ma 200 cedis set to abamana. Na mabisa on senti 4 years, you know, every year you are worth 50 cedis. Think about it. Oba school mfa ho. O farming roads are the call film mfa ho. Unsuo mfa ho. Clinics mfa ho. But I've come with a different vision. I'm coming to fix these things. I'm going to make sure every community has adequate electricity, adequate water, drinking water. Ni ahwe mo roads account. Ni ahwe kwan e be fa so a farmers no, me ho ne purely farmers. Ni ahwe kwan e betumi amafo. Can you believe the cocoa roads now? In collapse. Na sisi ya no, yan call forward na me show, me vision am de ko a me de be adwuma. And then at 2020, yama me kwan. Me buy in the first 3 months, by April 2024, I installed about 2,000 street lights throughout Afenyo. These lights were meant for my campaign during the 2020 election, but they arrived late. So I was able to mobilize about 500 on my own on the shops in Accra to go and try to help the people. Finally, these lights came in. In fact, I was getting advice that I should hold them and hoard them, pack them. If I could see baby near the 2024 election, I'm saying, no. I don't believe in that. I didn't bring it because I just want to win election. I brought it to enhance the living of the people. And do you know that District Assembly even frustrated me to release a portion of my own common funds, MP's common funds, to do install lights in the Quran? Yes, family. This is April 2020. So I had, on top of that, spend my own money to go and install these lights throughout the community. Baby, I like one. I did a statement in Parliament. Say, "Mumwa transformers and cornea extended lights." Near to us, so and no echna. They were more busy prosecuting me in court than trying to help me to help the community. But you know, God has His own ways. Until the end of it all, I can guarantee you, sir. Oko district capital no break. That community alone, the district capital has not less than maybe 700 to 800 street lights.
Great.
Now, when you have electricity, some violence, you control violence, you control theft, and all those things. Because they're a farming community. Communities, you want to catch them say, Senya Bob Yanka, na June Coco na ya hata, Nancrophobia. Because the human system. No.
Honorable, as you talk now, Nyamani Biawo ye with your little resource, any the distraction you've when ya caught summoning nyoma parliament yen beso beba eba nsuo eba light eba kwan a wo try so be twabi foforo dia to. As time goes, you be chenko for. Now, how are you able to do this?
Well, Kevin, a lot of it is mostly personal effort and also a bit of minyamwafi. Some interest people. Even the vision I have, I want to resurrect and try to make me improve the community. And the one people, this year, and I have some fundraising a year or I'm saying the diaspora, sending many more. I'm doing a community bridge, BCCR. Chianka Bridge, it's almost 2.5 to 3 million cities. Not one city is coming from the district assembly or a common fund. As you see, I might invest about 1.5 million cedis into it. I have to thank JM. Mahama is helping me a lot on that project. Giving say, oh, Juma be brave. By election, and I am for the 2 years, say, Sabridge from Sukumia Bresu, 1990, 92. And that was the activity our community meaning be uncos. Pese capital market ne kura egu. Tina him for the 2 million namsin. As time goes on, a better day bet me. Sanyo man in an so from 2020. It will be cry no courage, cry. You could be cited for contempt. Tina was say, won't be who say, near Ghana. And yes, I buy ya. Kaminim said, Obi crap as so volunteer no ya dear the board community be cry it made the injunction. I just told so say, oh yeah, be cause a problem. Almost stronghold a crow back on the community. A one and can be a two about me at the highest day. If I buy election crown, a 1 year normal chair more pepper and kind of me beat you. Up till now, Kushia Krona or one, I am strong. When the Kufu the Kojina and your announcement to say, Botoma Joe question, mean to mean in Yajuma. On one casa coped or cobo me this and to Mamma. Say, Yankopon.
Oh, a honomono cancer. Okay.
Assassin. Sa community no me no casas here. Me make provisions and make a public toilet amount. Till date, 8 years. So Nancy Gramian and Marcos so much. Is afro. And I'm so munya butre we are measure toilet in a more. But a quantity the any idea here me pass and coverage because my grade bear 1.1 kilometers. And yes, he campsite. I order iron rods, cement, everything. A china, I mean, no cassa chanopa, 10 a.m. Ghana time, and the echo cut sword. It will be a OTA and or diaspora no boy. Because fighting, I'm about fighting. I didn't fight for myself alone. I fight for all the brothers and sisters in the diaspora. As he say, we are where say, dual citizenship amendment bill, yeah, they are called Parliament, man. It's in a process. Yes. Into that channel, yamba, in Obia, we aligned to Ghana, and as well, family relation or Ghana. Also, bet me about the whole position. I am frustrated. You said you're frustrated, Jachi question. Because
more manifesto no aka something about farmers service center. And I mean, you say, asenso de ekwadwuma no ade bia yehu campaign time no how include bebree kuafo bebree. I know say omo edo akoma so when it comes to agriculture. In fact, when I spoke to you anytime nobody can be agric any ekwadwuma no edo akoma so more intentions be ma asin for.
Yeah. See, no, Senia Okano, a manifesto na Kasa agric na Jumana and Kasa was and only the major occupation, I would say 90% of the residents in United for. Mostly cocoa growers, rice, and other things. But dear, how on see a party tree or Maquine? Cocoa now, cocoa na ye de ba ma buying ya for so fish no crano. A quiet day fast rubber. So, since I buy we buy cocoa roast in and collapse. Mahama time in 2016 up to 2016, that there were cocoa roads. You said I designed it the mark contractors or mucha. This is a cocoa roads don't exist. In the only idea, I'm a cobe beer, I pleaded with me, say, more than more. Fertilizers is another issue. During Mahama's administration in 2016, fertilizers were given to these farmers for free. See, a bag of fertilizer, all farming inputs in the moment, some of them are subsidized prices, but fertilizer was a free thing. I did request, Nancy, and I'm a completely 6 weeks tour. Every farming community I go to, their major request is their roads and the fertilizers to boost their cocoa. In the years we manifesto, Mr. Sadi, the cocoa rows, we are going to reinstate it. Nearby, the major road by Kwani, it was almost 70, I would say 60 to 70% completion. From CNCM to Afenyo and Kumasi. Asaka, and yet I brought any partisan activity as a Sakwan cause Mahamata near Chakra, a Kakra near Kasukota. She said, Inti ano ya idea ma appeal to the incoming administration is a crime be as that trunk road na was here the ma farm and obia connecting the feeder road and as a gravel road or the decision or the main road ko enti Kevin roads ne the idea by election is unya Victoria about asenota the worst part it do baby and it is here the near to pansana it me the car for so across.
Honorable, I send not for you by election a surprising Ghana for and the surprising Ghana for the say the amount of sika are buying we at the core at sing a buana omumbu nipa omo utie omo chairman for the be chairman won to me money party officials in Penny 4 national youth organizer na be money in some omo kan na just say adwene e da omutim say asin for no de asin not omo kurase for sebio omo de ehia omo de wiase kono krampo omo hu inti de omo MPP de also omo ya ne say Canada Japan di omo nim na omo se sika nkotungu omo so no omo fa tumi no emma abrante ba ko na sebio onim ne left from right now senior asin for gina omo na so e de odo e defies anyamo nya because me sure asin for sebio ahokire ho omo so nya sika omo so pe sika free de hwan empe but ni nyina echi no omo gina omo na so ka say still ya be say question di enim even though na question party any power right now you call another election e dean na o catch omo because right now omo hia wa asem omo hia asem omo be kutema omo sabe babonten epu ababonten a kire Ghana say omo nye nipa bi a ye betumi ebu omo bomfia a disrespect omo because omo condition na emom omo pe diligent people a sebi omo bu omo a omo betumi di omo nim e de nyoma a wo kan nyina abro omo e den sem na opeso ka kire omo omo te ase say wo kwesina na say honorable de wakasa obe ya omo no nyame boa no mo pushiu ene John Mahama they will not miss out.
No, you're Kevin Medasi. In fact, we're breaking it down very easy and straightforward for me. CCN and I'm completing my 6-week community tour just last Friday. Now, during the tour, no, I've compiled Obia community BIA requests. Because BIA, so I'll make sure my assistant writes these things down. And I'll make sure the community also write it down. The community bia me catch from say mon teacher ni bia na obi o na communication na ye wo ho no ni ma request no mon chro na me so me chro me de mama on assurance say Mahama administration ne ba e we SSA mu dada life 20 communities na in kan ni be connect am roads we are going to work on the roads. Since you drift, your cover machinery a bebu honum. I'm sure so we are aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cover district be a yanity. As you say, you are playing politics with it.
But machines na buy any there asimfo timia e buying a parliament and a civil parliamentarians in ba together and on badwene ho say ye be hia say sa anwoma we ye de beba na de akọ constituency bia intanya party bia na de buy a parliament left and right no dwene ho no nyina de buy inti eni so bia de politics enya MPP dia enya NDC dia e Ghana sika
but yes ana district no mo ye no am say enya asen wo hu obi oye PC parliamentary candidate sabia onko aban mu krada na ye poster bo machine no so no akofa bo but me say any man because my people are beyond that I say not for their way. And you can sika cry and fund that down. Now back to your question. Time na normal chase come on. Yes, Miss McCoran, Minima Hammer, quite say, listen, Papa were about for development. And she cannot. And I was showing demonstration. Maybe I mean to ball me see a borehole so cry not less than 60. Near metu no for cry yakobe 30. I casasisia I'm doing boreholes in Okoshin she a been no number or disheartening you. This day and age, been more sense you. Now, Professor Garam saying so about ultimate come main river. Into a been more sense you. And your river, but you can't call it a river. It doesn't move. Into me konami husana, it really touches my heart. I cannot see a child drinking such a water to, obi nimni ebesi. Now, I'm a coffee and I'm here borehole. So I've teamed up with some NGOs and we are working on these communities. Into umbenya electricity, ebenya yensu. Ya kwan no so ni na wo ya isu eba bisisi. Yeni abe take over have machines no. After this election, no, machine obi ani ho betumi dia coffee ye dia. Buying machines. Into amo pa me the last time I call request a machine, I'm see any scared better fuel. Now I'm say I'll buy the fuel myself. This thing has no catch them a coordinator and a catcher no catch them say. Ye twan na so for be aba bomb pile or machine so.
Ansana you see machine no.
I'm saying Ghana can nim a machine se ko chapo.
Machines go sorry on. Ye twan ma so for bomb pile ansana machines na ye djuma.
The bomb pile anyway 2 weeks later me call also contacted assembly coordinator na director na or see a shisha timetable. So they're doing everything to frustrate it. The next thing I know, there was a particular road, a Suyan Kumasu. After my tour, no, me and Kasame Kofaso, it's a treacherous road. And me more assurance is that last week Thursday, exactly a week today, me ko start construction resurfacing of the road. Omoti and the wood quad dance and I remember quarters and the machine coasties. Unfortunately, the coasties and so toy. Na I attach an account. So this is but me what imagine work, Kevin. I'm telling you, sir. And new man canning in electricity, I'll make sure it works. The water, I'm working every community here in media amount. I face youth employment and so yeah, issue. And our manifesto, yeah, the abasi ye vocational centers. But in the meantime, I'm working with all the masters, Mana and Memana, a Chen Koransa and Jumano. Already, I'm rewarding this case after graduation. My started our process in a crabbe 2 years ago. Obi a question sewing beer and over graduate me rewarding a sewing machine. Because that was a challenge to some of the parents. Akrana question either hairdressing, sewing, whatever. We are opportunity because you can't mammy papa de quacoto machine a man cry a problem. So I started doing this about 2 years ago. If you graduate from us, the many masters in a team up. No most on equipment, I'm going to media chain corana there because sometimes they also need help. Copim say and she share no a bit more. You bet me see proper premises are crowned between alcohol, akushia, the near the masters, and acquired to the teachers on which me a bomb. Until the youth are going to find something to do. A Juma ba consumption was saying nothing. It's a man, just a queer Juman, and man, be a trash or beton baby. And to me, just to supplement, because you know what it is. Cocoa Juma, a fear Juma. It's after on culture or harvesting the cocoa and cotton. How do they survive? So every woman is an entrepreneur. Anything ama your manifesto, you can't trouble say. Any prof Nana Jane running mate. Ye be Women Development Bank or Ghana. Send ye bet me a small loans, I must have my any dear teacher. Number to me to be a support to families. Cause I said running ye easy more. Me ba be braided to menim 2020 said, Mimpa Besiama no offended. But because of all this frustration I went through, no, sa in meant me answer. But thankfully, I am part of our manifesto. Yen the input koi. Skill training idea and kwalai. Made the input to command national. Say, Mommy and Shani and Shankwalai. Me and Fakwan ever fast will be skill development a year more. And they took it seriously. And my loans in the DCC with purely women development bank or Ghana for the first time, just to administer loans for Misia Fonkwan. So indeed, Jumadiana dear, she shared a brave honma. Now me call around and so almost on see the thing they said I always also assure them say I don't want to promise and fail. So if I can't do something, I'm very frank with them.
Yeah, okay, good.
Said this now. But whatever I can handle, it's coming on time. Within a week, 2 weeks, if your borehole, your water is broken and I have to fix it, within a week or two, I'll make sure I do it. You mean to me, yes, make sure. I think also, when I said the whole community is near here, community centers. Almost how many grounds should be social activities or even funerals. And see, and also, no, one of my as a project is here. Every community that has about 500 plus people, I'm doing community center in Achiano. I'm doing community center at Anwesu. I'm doing a community center at Kushiana Mekan. Nina ye bo. But maybe make sure say every baby a choir request BBN. I started the materials kakra cement, iron rods, nyoma come on. But in time, Obia Benya, because I hold no weddings, so every social activity, sometimes funerals and everything. Nese oko baby nese oko jine diase na ni omokasa. Na wakwaji vote, now we na down hokwa. Sometimes ye meeting ujina ho anin shuto. Na se asori bi e ho na osa mokosha ho. Enti ejuma wo asin not ho papa, but I'm very happy to say they are very smart voters. See, I say not is a no. What to me first can control. So Oba Ghana, the whole country is looking up to us not. Yeah, near breaking our cycle now. Yeah, this cut of vote.
True.
No much. No more. No rounds. So we just can no one tour. Yeah, be OBB OBS. Yeah, but two draws. Yeah, be odeo. Na me try myself. My name Mahama name in here now. Now so no first can. I also had the bear project 1 year. No abandon the ohia vote no abama obi no to adra nyon na beka no first see e just can ya to adro o just ka to vote no ya to adra san ka not half of the population kieu kofu chase kam ye chief whip abuja a chief whip okro obi kocha obi man 400 or cast what ya sin not
Abuja na why can be me afra chiska.
I'm home a man 400 so koto man say just the money was given to them in nipa no background onim who is who. Now we have Bujan and one my office what you are saying not a man 400 and Kotoba. This is the type of people we are
Honorable,
dealing with.
it has been very, very interesting. In fact, me assure say asim not for Mutiopa. 30 seconds. Honorable me and platform we my Juma was watch. Asim not for me to maga say TV or Moshe pa ne the biomunium information pa nyina majority about 90% eh me TV way so. And you may be the credibility to line. Me my catch asim not for say woni ni pebia will bid to me. It is a development now mo penabro. Why honest with them? Almost so I honest with you. Honorable, in the next 30 seconds, assure almost say almost for 2 minimum, almost for my JM. And that's a unya to me, namoba power. Dear, what catch no? Dear ube to my ya, what kind of cratch so be to my no? You will not disappoint.
Yo, Kevin, me that's bill. Na I'm said yɛbɔ aprɔ no saa nsɛm yi di ka kyerɛ ɔmo na nwummere a yɛnya saa akwanya yi mesa si so bio na ɔmahu sɛ Mahama yɛ obi a he is very credible. Ɔka asɛm a te sɛ deɛ meme ne ɔmo nante a deɛ yɛbɛka biara ne yɛbɛyɛ yɛmmɛdaadaa nnipa nto aba ma akyerɛ sɛ mekɔ raa metumi ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ memɛka nokorɛ no akyerɛ wo parliament wopɛ nokorɛ no atia wo parliament ma me but nokorɛ wɔ mu no paa ne sɛ this is our opportunity as in not to lift that community yɛdi hia mu akyɛ development abɔyɛ nti yɛ chance paa ni this is our God-given chance because me I'm coming to serve them maybe serve them with a very honest mind and heart and you know what near course ni nyinaa no nso nti amama yɛ very close to GM Mahama as the president and no nso so begina breku ne de sɛ capital ka kyerɛ me sɛ honorable de okumu nyinaa mɛmɛ how na yame yɛ adom ne form the next aban na we will make Asenot a model constituent na kyerɛ sɛ hyehyɛ bi a constituent fata biara no ɔbɛboa me ayɛ na ɔde ahyɛ m'animnyam because time a crisis in the buy na do stage bi ɔhene bi koraa na ka kyerɛ me just about a week and a half ago me koraa me ka me refi or say they call me at the political meeting in Accra Dabraka office NDC Satana we must say the me kotumani. It was a high tension period for me and the GM no nyina to no so mbisa me say e den na o me pese o me ye mame and am say minim de ebesi but ye de me kotuma na bibi ye me a o mo mfe ye ni hwase not mame As asem the GM Mahama says asem na me ka kire no it really touched his heart man kan kire say akofia me yire ne me mama me me so o mo hwase not mame Intimidate. Ni omo keka na da ni atro ne saa ni omo ni nyina no enkosi fie Kevin. Me tu kwaya me call Canada me wie ba election. Yen kopem puntu aba me kofa hospital beds me de ba ba chisi me clinics. Omo na me ese bogadwane. Na me amakoto ba election ma wi no. Me madwane na wa olusu mo watumi abatan. Na wo batan so amfa hwe ama o. Enti omo politics na ye no. Atro any besi adada nipa. These guys are just coming to find a way to make money. Omo bepe kwan bi have e bepe bibi dia akobo ebra. Nya no na nipa te ho sisi. Me de na me sha bi e wo hira me kakra ma bo me brewi. Me ba fie se me beboa. Enti momiare ye nyina yan kai adwene bomba ko. Na ahemfo na nanom penifo stakeholders youth obi a wase not bi anwumere a wotie me no momia ka mo na yam fa yen so ase not yam pagya ya brabo mu youth no so opportunity bebre mamo vocational trainer de mamo sisi wo ko first year tertiary bia your policy na be wom free first year is free protocols eba omoton ni na ma catch ro say under my watch major just questions watch no obia ni ho a ne ba betua one cedi mpo for protocol me make sure so benya ne free enti adwuma na de ma ba say sani ne mnyam na omde share me no me de share this party ni nim ni nyina me so me nim enti yes you make sure say so be ba so am Kevin.
Honorable, I really appreciate the time. I mean, sure, me sure say Asenot for ATO and the belief and the trust and the commitment and patriotism about the free Canada by no, and the love of some also electoral during the by-election. I'm very confident to say Asenot for will show mercy on you and show the love back again and send you and GM into the next government to help them. I mean, sure. Thank you very much. That's
as far as Miss Midawasi.
Thank you.
Sure. I am for any Ghana mine. Na mahama mo da mo monpa money bi na sisi adwuma na da no so no nya adwuma ketewa.